We got this, James. And we said, I said, are you strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. And I said, we strong then. After
Back to James. James goes inside the flush and the foul.
And going back to Caruso, Mike, after that.
Hit in the air to center field. And
what it is, what it is, what it does, what it could be, what it is. Live from my mouth to your ears, another episode of the new GFTS pod. It's your boy Arrow 91. You're muted, brother.
Mo?
Oh,
Bro, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
It's the Dominican Dundada Christian mi gente que lo que estamos activos. Vamos a comenzar esta vaina.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are here. We are here. How y'all fellas doing, man?
We
Uh,
stressed! Nah, we watching the Yankees game right now. Well, I am.
I'm watching the WNBA finals right now.
What game is it? Game 3?
Yeah.
Is it 3 out of 5 or 2 out of
I'm
3?
not. I'm not stressed. It's just these guys just not getting no runs. Like they doing everything else, but
Word. How's let's do a little different this week. How's everybody's mental health?
We good.
uh, I'm good. I'm good. I can't lie.
Chilling.
Try to be understanding of seasonal depression and things of that nature once the fall and winter months come up. So I always like to check in on my guys and make sure that they are good. But yeah, man, we're here. It's another episode of the new GFTS pod, brought to you by, powered by, sponsored by nobody. Um, that being said, this episode is going to be a little different, but we're going to get riggedy right to it. And when I say get right to it, what I mean is we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time. But first thing first, we were supposed to have 2 episodes this week and 2 episodes the following week, but some scheduling conflicts happened with the crew, and we're going to end up just going over a couple of things we were going to cover in Tuesday's episode, and then of course get right to the NBA preview show. This will be our Beast in the East. 2025-26 Eastern Conference preview show for the NBA. The NBA is back, and person, we're guys that love and know basketball better than most that are talking about it out there. So let's get right to it. I just want to be honest with y'all and transparent with you. This is going to be one of those ones where it's going to be not a lot of nerd talk, but there's definitely going to be some real, unbiased, unfiltered conversations about basketball teams and where we see things could really land for them going forward. And that's for both the East and the West. But first up, the East won by a coin flip. I should have televised that, but we didn't. But it is what it is. So yeah, but let's get into it. What we normally are here to do. First of all, starting the MLB. Right now, the divisional round is up. The wild card round has concluded. Let me just read through what the current standings are as we're recording this here. MLB Divisional Series. So currently, the Blue Jays are, as of right now, recording. They are playing the Yankees in a best of 5 series. Toronto leads 2-1 in that series. The Dodgers are hosting the Phillies. The Dodgers lead that series 2-0. The Brewers are ahead of the Cubs 2-1. I mean, yeah, the Brewers are ahead of the Cubs, even though the Cubs won today. They're ahead, and then, of course, in that same regard, the Tigers and Mariners series is deadlocked at 2-2, so they play a win or go home on Friday uh, at October the 10th. That being said, gentlemen, how do y'all feel Not to make it to Yankees podcast, but how do y'all feel as resident Yankees fans with how the divisional series is gone?
I mean, not gonna win, not hitting the ball, not scoring.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just like run support. I mean, this. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yeah, I didn't expect to go here or not. I'm not one of those people. But if you are gonna get here, we do gotta show up. I mean, much shit as I give Aaron Boone, he did do right by the team and put out the best lineup. I mean, it's a tonight game was just a lot of defensive lapses that I didn't expect from certain people like Jazz. I'm not saying Jazz is some Gold Glove type of dude, but he did have a couple of lapses on defense today. But you
Yeah,
know,
that one play,
I
but
I
I
mean,
get
it was two.
which one.
Um, Damn, there's so much shit that happened tonight that like I can't.
It was that hard ground ball that he
Yeah,
misplayed.
that ground ball, but it was one before that where he could have got. It was a routine play, and it just didn't work out his way. I mean, nobody would have made that play, but you know, Toronto got more hits than us, so that's how they got more runs. That's how you're gonna win baseball games. Whoever hits the ball more, majority of the time wins. So can't be mad. I mean, I'm not going to say the better team won or whatnot, but the Blue Jays did have the number one record in baseball for a particular reason, so can't be mad at that.
Yeah,
So
Christian, what's some of your analysis for what's been going on in the divisional series, or even if you don't want to talk about the Yankees?
Uh, I mean, Tigers are fighting, so I expect that. I thought Manners were gonna dog walk them, but they didn't. So
I don't.
that's interesting.
I just feel like the AL is so hard to call. Like obviously is going to pick the Dodgers to come out the NL, rightfully so. They are the reigning champs. So that's like the only call out for me. The AL is like new blood. I mean, I have to put my biases to the side, but like I I mean I'm not going to root for any of these teams in the AL or the NL after
Right.
tonight. But Toronto, I looked into their analytics shit. They do put up a lot of runs. They don't have the best bullpen, but like I said again, if the game is all about hitting, whoever hit the ball more is going to score more. So
Right.
and shout out to Vlad. He played a hell of a series. Well deserved. But hey, the Yankees found a miraculous way to come back and win this game. So be it. But I don't think, in my heart of heart, I don't think any of these AL teams will win the World Series. I honestly don't.
The only one I think that could honestly do it is the
Whose windows down?
trying to tell you. God damn.
Y'all
Law
need
and Order.
y'all need a
Dung
lawyer
dung 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 dung
on this episode.
dung. But no. I do think that the Tigers are the only ones I'll give a legit chance to win. But you know, that's about it. Other than that, I think whether it was the Phils or the Dodgers, I don't think either of them would lose to an AL team. Just being honest about
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah,
mean, both of those teams are the two best teams in the league. I mean, but in baseball, it's all about whoever played the best for 3 weeks
I agree.
straight.
I agree.
I thought the Phillies were going to give Dodgers a run for their money, which they kind of have, but
Yeah, I
still,
mean, it's baseball. It's an unpredictable sport. I
for sure.
mean, I I can't sit here and say like this was a great season because obviously this is the New York Yankees we're talking about.
Right.
This The standards are totally different from others, but for what I've seen, I mean they could just ride off whatever momentum they have. If this series ends tonight, just
Hmm.
deal with just try to you know fix whatever you can fix. I know we're probably not going to bring back Goldie, but if we do, probably just have to be like. he's not going to be like an everyday player. He'll probably be like whatever day Ben Rice don't play, he'll play. But I see. I don't know what free agent we can land. I don't think it's all about landing free agents. I just feel like if we had Cole, this series would have been much different. This is the guy. I feel like I watched him dominate Toronto since he's been a Yankee. So, um,
Listen, they need to fire Boone. Sorry,
I mean, that's not going to happen.
bro. There's no reason Volpe should be playing when he's like 1 for 14 with 11 Ks.
Trisha, they're not going to fire Boone. The reason why, how the Yankee season ended, and he got them to the playoffs after losing Juan Soto and being under 7 games under 500. He's
I
not.
mean, the Juan Soto thing wasn't there. That wasn't theirs. Like they just got outbid, and we see money ain't
No,
doing.
no, but
It
no.
was
But
it was
I'm just giving you play. You know, you lose Juan Soto, you don't. You go under 500, and then you end up still crawling back up to make it to the playoffs.
they
That's
didn't
gonna
go.
see.
They weren't
That's
under
gonna,
500 though.
huh?
They didn't go under 500.
I mean, there was a point. No, we were like 2 games under 500 at one point. We wasn't even in the playoff. We were like number three.
Nah, bro, we ain't going under 500.
No, all right. Let me just say five. But it was a point we weren't in the wild card. We were like out like 2 games out of the wild card. And
Uh,
we
Well,
I gotta check, but
had that
Boone,
skid because Michael K. That's all Michael K. talked about at the end of the season. The skid that we had it
no,
right.
yeah, we had. I know the skill we had was like in the middle. Was the middle of the summer, like
Yeah,
after July.
so I'm saying going through all of that adversity and still making it, winning the wild card and get to the division. Cashman is just gonna view that this season was supposed to be a wash, and well, I'm happy that you got here, but they're not gonna fire this man this
Bro,
year.
bro, it's not even just this season. It's his managerial choices since he's gotten on the team. Like there's no reason for him to still manage the Yankees.
Yeah,
well, definitely. I think it's going to be an interesting postseason. Still, we got half of it wrapped up, half of it to go.
good.
Um, Moving on real quick. The Las Vegas Aces are in a commanding 2-0 lead versus the Phoenix Mercury in the WNBA Finals. Um, they're actually, as we're recording, that game is closing out.
Yeah,
With
you don't have to
Vegas
smirk.
having.
You don't have to smirk while you're announcing this.
I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game.
No, why
No,
you
no, I'm watching the game.
you're recording your show, the
Yeah,
game.
I am. I'm doing both. Multitasking. Um, I shoot, I block, I rebound. I'm Asia. Anywho, as I was stating, the
Really,
That is wild.
really, bro,
Las Vegas Aces are indeed up on the Phoenix Mercury 2-0.
bro. We get it. Y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna sweep them. We get it.
But we'll see what happens. I don't like to count horses I don't like to count chickens before they hatch. Shout out to Junk. Well, that was an amazing final series she had last year. Um, but yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that series. Hate to hit y'all with a bunch of ums. Well, let's get into football real quick. All right, scores for last week out of the rankings in the top
Hold on,
25.
hold
All
on,
reading
hold
is
on.
the total
We can't go to football without doing this. The news came out on Sunday or I think Saturday that the once NFL prospect Kyron Lacy, um,
Oh,
Oh yeah,
oh,
yeah,
yeah. Yes,
the,
yes.
before
Potential
we,
first round draft pick,
yeah,
Kyron Lacy.
Kyron Lacy, who ultimately there's no other way I can say it, ultimately ended his life the way he did.
Due to mental
Off
health issues.
Yeah, due to mental health issue of being, I guess, pressured to do something that wasn't involved. Come to find out that his lawyer did the right thing by still, doing the due diligence of this trial. They found evidence that Kyra Lacey was 77 yards away from when the impact happened. And in football terms, that's something. That's the same amount of yards that Jalen Hurts cannot throw. So he was pretty far away from the
All
collision.
right.
But to the
All
Lacey
right.
family, my condolences are with you. And to the state of Louisiana, again, 20 years ago, you failed the people of New Orleans. 20 years later, you failed someone's family. And, if I'm the Lacey family, I am suing for everything that they can never get back. And
Agreed.
that's all. And I send my
I agree.
condolences to his family, and I send my condolences to all people that are dealing with mental health issues.
Um, Christian, would you go ahead?
Well, no, I'm trying to find an article I read this morning that the Louisiana State Police released, basically defending themselves after the video surfaced, and I just called it bullshit, honestly, bro. Like they was trying to save face. It was like, no, no, y'all know exactly what the fuck y'all did. Um, Let me see if I can try to find it. Y'all keep going.
Yeah, I mean, just systemic racism. It's such a ad nauseum conversation. This is all the talking points in one that I think that specifically the black community has had to deal with systemic racism, um, mental health issues. Um, shoot, just God, there's so many, and there's so many ways to do this, and I wish I would have gathered my thoughts before we got to this, but it's really disappointing what happened to that young man's life because already bad enough he took his own life, whether he was guilty of it or not. It's already bad enough that that happened, and then to find out that this is a fabricated lie that cost this boy his life. And I say boy not in disrespect, but just so that people can grasp the idea that this was a boy,
Bro,
a
he's only
young
what?
man.
He was only what? 20,
He was
21?
20, 21, somewhere in that area. This was a boy. And I emphasize boy, not out of disrespect, but because of the fact that we need to understand how precious the young life of a 20-year-old actually is in comparison to the rest of the world that he's facing and how um, grown up you're forced to be from youth. This is hurtful. And I ain't gonna, when I got the news about this, I sobbed because it's hurtful. That kid is not there. It's one thing if he was in prison, they could reverse him being in prison. And yeah,
Agreed.
you can't take away what prison does to somebody, but this young man's life is gone. This young man's life is actually gone. And there is no returning from that. There's no, you can revert, there's none of that. His life is gone. You ruined his life, and I hope his parents sue. If, the restitution can't be repaid in money, but I will say that at bare minimum, it should be maxed out to what this kid could have earned as a top prospect, his career earnings. So we talking about I'm fighting for $200+ million, if not more. This young man's life was taken from him.
There's no value price.
There's no value in
Nope.
it's. I don't want to put a value like 200 makes it better, but I want nothing to let up off of these racist pigs that this happened. Rest in power to Kyron Lacey. Prayers to the Lacey family and all of his loved ones. Um, that's what I got for that.
Yeah, that
Let's
that
get
that messed my day up because like
yeah.
one of my close boys, his pops passed away. It wasn't because of suicide or anything, but like, getting that news that my boy pops passed away, and I met his pops back in Bay, and then hearing that like that Kyrie basically took his life for something that I know in his heart to heart, I know he didn't do it, but young black
Talk.
man, young black man in a place where your word don't really have any merit to it. That fucked my day up, and
Yep.
R.I.P. to Kyra Lacey, and then R.I.P. to my homie's dad, Mr. Guzman. Um,
Yeah, man, for sure. Let's get into it. Top 25 in NCAA scores last week. Number 23 BYU defeated Virginia. Number one Ohio State defeated Minnesota 34-3. Number three Miami defeated number 18 Florida State 28-22. Once we're done the preview episodes, I will be back to getting that Florida State ass. Number 5, Oklahoma defeated Kent State 44-0. Number 6, Texas A&M defeated Mississippi State 31-9. UCLA um, proved that Penn State is fraud you once again. They beat Penn State 42-37. Florida proved that Arch Manning may be a fraud. This. It's a lot of things going on. The line is bad. This, that, and the third. But goddamn, 29-21. Alabama defended home turf against Vandy, 30-14. Looks like Bama is back on track to being a contender for the national championship once again. Texas Tech defeated Houston 35-11. Georgia beat Kentucky 35-14. Cincinnati defeated Iowa State, number 14 Iowa State 38-30. Michigan defeated Wisconsin 24-7. Notre Dame said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 slow down! All that popping y'all was doing." They have now won 3 straight, 28-7 against Boise State. Illinois defeated Purdue 43-27. We talked about Florida. Virginia defeated Louisville 30-27. All right, this week's AP Top 25 goes as follows. Starting at 25, Florida State, followed by South Florida at 24. We have Memphis, Iowa State, and Arizona State round out the bottom 5 at 20. Vanderbilt, followed by Virginia, BYU, Illinois, and Notre Dame round out the next 5. Michigan starts the top 15, followed by Missouri, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, and to close out the bottom 15, Louisiana State. Now let's get into the top 10. At 10, Georgia. 9, Texas Tech. 8, Alabama. 7, Indiana. 6, Oklahoma. 5, Texas A&M. 4, Ole Miss. 3, Oregon. 2, University of Miami. And 1, Florida State. Ohio State. Sorry. Getting into this week's top 25 matchups for the week of October the 11th. On Friday, South Florida travels to North Texas. The number 24 team, they'll be going up there to handle business. It's a 7:30 game on ESPN. All right, starting from down on. Number 1, we have a 117 matchup. Ohio State and Illinois are matched up. That's a 12 p.m. game of the week for Fox. Oregon is playing number 7, Indiana. One of those teams will not be undefeated come the end of that game. Another Big Ten matchup. Ole Miss is playing Washington State. Should be a pretty easy win for Ole Miss. We'll see what happens there. You never underestimate the heart of an NCAA team. Texas A&M will be traveling. No, they'll be hosting Florida. We'll see what happens. Will Florida make it 2 in a row of beating ranked teams? I don't believe so against Texas A&M, but we'll see. Oklahoma and Texas, the Red River rivalry. Here's a preview. Here's a spoiler, not a prediction. Oklahoma wins. Bama will be traveling to Mizzou. That's the Y&M Bowl. Shout out to Marcel and shout out to Ashton. I'm talking to you, Ashton. That's going to be a really good one. Number 9, Texas is hosting Kansas. Number 10, Georgia is at Auburn. That should be a pretty intense game. LSU is traveling to South Carolina. South Carolina, man, bad start to the year. I got to tell you, there was a lot of high hopes in South Carolina, but hey, here's what it is. Mighty SEC. Tennessee got
A
a
lot of people were
conference
high on
matchup.
Sellers. A lot of
Yeah,
people were high.
very high on Sellers. He was a Heisman candidate going in. Tennessee is hosting Arkansas. Georgia Tech is hosting Vitech. Battle of the Tech Bowl. Michigan is at USC. That's an old rivalry. Notre Dame is hosting NC State. Again, Notre Dame is putting people on notice. They want in on that playoff. BYU is at Arizona. That shouldn't be too much of a win for them. Arizona State is at Utah. Iowa State is at Colorado. And Florida State is versus Pitt. So we'll see what happens there. Florida State hoping to bounce back, and Iowa State hoping to take a Deion-less Colorado, because I'm going to assume Deion won't be there this week, especially having surgery to remove blood clots earlier this week. Prayers up for
Speedy
Deion, man.
recovery.
Speedy recovery, man. Speedy and correct and accurate recovery for Deion. All right, let's get into the NFL. We got some basketball to talk about. All right, NFL.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I just want to say I'm on a hot streak with the pickups.
You
Every
are.
time I said Carolina was going to beat Florida, and
You
everybody,
did.
not say you Earl, Well, Zell. I wish Zell was here. Zell shamed me. I definitely said Denver was going to beat Philly.
You said that.
What else? What else? I wish I wait. I think wait. I said obviously I said the Colts was going to beat the shit out the Raiders. Um,
Yes.
what else? I definitely did say Jacksonville was going to beat KC. I knew that for sure because
Yep. You called that.
KC they're not
I'm gonna
playing.
go back and review the tape. I want to see if you only lost one.
I think the only one I lost was I think the Europe game.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know because I think we all did the general consensus and picked. I think Cleveland to win.
No, we picked the Vikings.
So that so yeah, so that means so all right, cool. But yeah, my fault.
Why are you
No, no, you
swinging at the first pitch, you raggedy bitch? Sorry.
Game over,
okay.
Christian.
All right, starting out week 5, the 49ers beat the Rams 26-23 in the Thursday night matchup. That one was a really, really great game. The Vikings beat the Browns 21-17. The Jets lost to the Cowboys 37-22. The Saints beat the Giants 26-14. The Colts, man, surprise of the AFC, 40-6 against the Raiders. The Panthers ended up coming
Daniel
away.
Jones, All Pro, second team.
Yes, so far. The Panthers came away with the doozy win against the Dolphins.
Dolphins
The
are ass,
Broncos,
bro.
hey man, the Broncos beat the Eagles, giving them their first loss.
Yeah, 18 straight points.
Yep. The Texans beat the
Oh yeah,
Ravens 40-10.
that's the game I called because I remember you verbatim said I. It's like this is gonna be three in a row for Baltimore.
Yeah.
Three losses.
Yep. Give me. The Titans got their first win on the year against the Cardinals, 22-21 in one of the wildest touchdowns I've ever seen in my life. The Buccaneers beat the Seahawks 38-35. The Lions beat the Bengals 37-24, but Jamar Chase hooped. He hooped. Commanders beat the Chargers 27-10 in Jaden Daniels' return.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night, excellent game managing, and I say that with no slight. Excellent way to control the tempo towards the end of the clock for the Patriots. They beat the Bills 23-20, and man, we had a
Like,
heavyweight fight between the Jags and
yeah.
Chiefs on Monday night.
The
That was
Jags ain't no joke, man.
the Jags are no joke. They're 4-1.
Yeah,
All right,
they look good to watch, man.
they are very fun to watch. Despite some of their blunders at the quarterback position, they still are fun to watch. Starting out week 6. The Eagles are traveling to Jersey to play the Giants. I got the Eagles in this
They got the Eagles too,
one.
but
Christian had the
Dart,
Eagles too,
I definitely got the
this look like
Eagles.
a game. Dart will probably have a good game.
for sure. The Broncos traveling to the Jets. Jets are going 0-6. Um, the
Yeah,
Seahawks are traveling to Jacksonville for
Oh,
a 1
a
o'clock
trade
game.
a trade just went down.
Okay, what?
Jaguars get Greg Newsome and the Jets 2026 sixth-round pick from the Browns. Browns get Tyson Campbell and the Eagles 2026 seventh-round pick from the Jaguars.
Okay, thank you for that breaking news.
Got,
Uh,
got that from Shefty.
shout out to Shefty. Seahawks at Jags. Give me the Seahawks. I like how they play
yeah,
ball.
I got the. I think with the Jags coming off the high, I think
I got the Jags.
Okay.
yeah,
Um, Chargers at Dolphins. Ooh,
Give me the
go
Chargers.
Bolts. Go Bolts. Go Bolts.
yeah. I
Rams
mean,
at Ravens.
no. I think the
Give me the
Chargers Amari on Hampton, so that's gonna. The Jaguars could force. I mean, the Finns could force them to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could win, but
Surely can.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I got the boats.
um,
I got the Chargers.
let me see. What's after that? Rams are at the Ravens. I'm going Rams. Lamar Jackson was missed practice on Wednesday. I believe Lamar will be missing this game.
I definitely got Rams.
Yeah.
I got Rams, but if Lamar play, I got Ravens.
Nah, if Lamar plays, I still got Rams.
Nah,
I don't
I
think he
think
gonna be. I don't think he gonna be healthy, bro.
no,
I
but
don't
if
think he
but
gonna. I don't think he'll
It's
be
just
fully.
I think with him coming back, I think the Rams are probably going to zone in a little bit more, and they're going to open up the run game because he's still a threat. He's still Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But coming up a hammy though,
It don't matter. It's still Lamar Jackson.
hey, them hammies ain't nothing to play with. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, Christian, you're saying all the right thing, but when you see that man in the field, you still got to respect his Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. I if I'm Lamar, I would sit out this week too. I'm not. I
Yeah,
know. I know they're
I
probably in
won't. I
desperate
won't
mode.
play. I won't play for another 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know they're probably like in desperate mode, but them hamstrings
Yeah,
ain't nothing to play with.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Cardinals at Colts.
Give me the Colts.
Give me the Cardinals.
Nah, the way our
Honestly,
John Taylor and Daniel Jones look, they looking.
yeah.
They routine plays look like year seven chemistry. Like
I,
they,
I, I agree. I
Danny
agree.
Dimes.
Jonathan Taylor's
yeah,
having the best year of a running back this year. That's for sure.
yeah, he's definitely him and James Cook are the two best running backs this season.
Yeah. Cowboys at Panthers. Give me the boys. Give me the boys. Give me the boys.
Give me,
Cowboys.
give me Xavier Leggett, man. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop.
Hey. He did have what do you have? A touchdown this past week. Hey. All right, shout out to
Nah,
Xavier Leggett.
nah. I think the Cowboys gonna run the ball well with Williams,
Yeah.
and that's gonna open up the play action plays. So they should be good.
Right.
Dak Prescott is playing like the second best quarterback in the league this season so far.
Mo, check your checks. Um. Pats at Saints. Give me
Give
the
me the
Patriots.
Pats.
Give me the Patriots, brother. Give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, sure.
Pats at Saints.
Yeah. I mean, the Saints are just planning on tanking for the rest of the until Arch Manning comes out of college. So, any if you wanna if you wanna just win, just go. Whatever team plays the Titans and the the Saints, just enjoy that week.
Um. Let me see. Browns at Steelers. Give me the
Uh,
Steelers, man.
give me the Steelers.
Browns and Steelers. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel is not enough for that for to beat that defense.
All right. Titans at Raiders.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah, give me the Titans. I just don't see G. I just don't see. I just don't see it, man. You pay Geno Smith, and he became Geno Smith
I'm
again.
gonna take the Raiders in this one.
I would never
To
take the
quote
Raiders in
to
anything.
quote Cam Ward, to keep it a buck, we ass.
Hey, man, AJ Brown finna be a Raider soon.
You
Why
right
would
about
you?
that?
Why would you ever take the Raiders to win anything ever for any reason?
See, this is the reason why. This is the reason. Fans like this is the reason why the Raiders don't be good.
Truth tellers like this
No, no, no,
are
no,
That's
just telling you
hilarious.
what's
no, no.
happening.
The thing about fandom, it's supposed to be an illusion, no matter what you do.
Right.
This
Mo,
is
I don't have to believe the lie.
oh my god. Now, see,
I
that's the
got better sense
problem.
than that.
That's the problem because you keep speaking this and it becomes your reality, and then you're gonna sit one day like, yo, I like when
It
is
is
this?
the reality.
No, it should never be a reality. You should always want your team to succeed.
Well, listen, y'all. We still got the NBA to get to. Let's let's speed it up. Niners at Bucks. You know
Uh,
what?
Uh,
Give me the Bucks.
give
yeah,
me the
give me the
Niners. Give me
Bucks.
the Niners. Give me the
Give
Niners.
me the. Give me the.
Nah, I got the Niners,
I'm
man.
going with the Bucks too.
The Niners
Give
got
me.
the Niners got the better dual threat player on the field.
They do,
If it
and quiet as it's kept, it seems that they're about to be trading for Max Crosby. We'll see if it goes through.
who for the
Give me.
Niners?
Yeah,
Huh? Max Crosby's gonna be out the AFC West?
that's
Oh
that's
man.
that's what the tea leaves are
I
saying.
don't think they got the money for that.
It don't matter. Get him out of there.
But give me the
Oh, what's up,
Bucks in
you
this one.
John Lynch?
Give me the Buck. Give me the Bucks in this one.
Nah,
The Bengals. Bengals are at Packers. I'm going to go with the
Give me
Packers.
the
I don't think
Packers.
anybody's
nah, give
picking
me the
the Bengals.
Bengals because Joe Flacco actually beat the Packers a couple weeks ago.
He did.
He did.
Joe Flacco with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins may still keep them
Yeah,
fighting for playoff
yeah.
contention.
Give me.
Quiet as
Yeah,
kept.
it's crazy. Joe Flacco, they're about to complete the cycle of the
Only
AFC.
team he ain't played for is
That's
anywho. Sunday night football is a doozy. Lions at Chiefs.
not a doozy. That's a
Give me the Lions.
that might be top dollar game. I mean, Jared Goff has a winning record against Patrick Mahomes. So
Yeah, give me the Lions in this
yeah, nah, give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
one.
I
Bills.
just
We got two Monday night football games.
Bro, they gotta
Uh,
stop that shit.
yeah they
For real.
do.
Like
first
keep it
one.
at one.
First one is Bills at Falcons. Come on,
Yeah, Bills gonna
come
beat
on.
the shit out of that.
Bills gonna beat the hell out of them.
They got the
And
best
then
quarterback in the league.
second one is Bears at Commanders.
When did Mahomes get traded?
Mahomes is definitely not going.
Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league this season.
No, he's
He
not.
hasn't been the best quarterback in the last two seasons. Do not bring up playoffs. Do not bring up playoff success. We're not doing this right tonight.
We
He
could
Oh, so
top
only
we
bring
he,
not
up what
doing it
you
because
want to bring up when you want to
we
bring
Yeah,
it
got to
up.
get through
yeah.
the
Josh Allen been playing like
NBA
the
still.
best quarter. Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
No, I'm sorry, girl. Let's
table it, table it, and let's get to it for 2 weeks.
let's
Just give me
stop.
the pick 'em.
Let's
Bills or Falcons.
yeah. We got the Bills have been going to beat the shit out of Atlanta.
All right, last one. Bears at Commanders.
Based on how that game ended last year, I think the Bears are going to prep for how that game ended last year. I think the Bears are going to beat the Commanders this time around.
I actually do like the Bears to win this one as well. I think
And
that
it's in Washington or is it in
it's
Chicago?
in Washington.
Uh,
So here's the thing: both teams are used to playing on a raggedy field anyway, so it ain't like the conditions are
no,
going to
no,
be
no,
bad.
no, no. See,
No, Soldier Field is ass.
no, no, no. I'm just saying, if it was in Chicago, I was going to give the Bears a little edge because
Oh,
you know they
It's Bears who?
Bears.
Commanders.
Uh, give me the
I,
Commanders.
am gonna go with the Commanders again. I'm gonna go with the Commanders again.
Give me the commies. I ain't got no faith in the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears.
I'm just keeping it real, bro.
I know.
Hey, shout out to him. All right, word. Now that is our pickums. We got through that first part of the show in 30 minutes. Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes of why we're here, so I can get a timestamp. Uh,
Closer to 40 minutes, but I feel you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no. Seriously, thank you.
No, no, he's right. He's right. He's right.
It is 38-45. Let's
Thank you,
go with
sir.
that.
I know,
Appreciate it.
no, I know, and I know
All right.
exactly how he pulled up too.
So what we are here to do is discuss the NBA again. We do this every year, y'all. This is our 2025-26 preview show. Fact of the matter is, we here to talk hoops. We're not here to bullshit. We're not here to talk about our favorite teams, this, that, and the third. This is real conversations about hoop and what we see the landscape of the 2025 season to be. 2025-26 season to be. First of all, a main part of what is happening in this is, first of all, shout out good brother Danny Foxworth. Hey, bro, appreciate you, bro, falling through each and every week. My guy, Danny, man. Shout out to Monk's Connor's own, baby. You already know. Uh,
Monk's Corner. What is he,
yes,
Charlemagne?
he's from South Carolina. He's from South Carolina. He's from South
Yeah,
Carolina. Yes, sir. Now, going into the East, we're gonna, of course, talk about. I know technically there are no divisions left, but fuck all that. I'm from the old school. You understand? From the old school. That being said, let's start out with the Southeast, man. Let's get to the Southeast first. Let's
yo,
go to the Southeast.
you're such a troll, man.
Let's go to the Southeast first.
What do you mean there are no
I believe in
divisions
division.
left?
I mean, technically, there's no divisions anymore.
There's no more division rivalries.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
technically it's
division
not.
rivalry.
Yeah, there's not. It doesn't really. It's not like you win your division, you're an automatic seed, automatic top three seed or whatever. It ain't like that no more. So let's get to it. First team up, the least interesting team on the squad in the Southeast Division, the Washington Wizards.
Hey, man, they're gonna be again probably the second or the worst team in the NBA.
I agree.
But if you want to take a girl out on a date and you live on the East Coast, take her to a Wizards game. It don't
Now
mean
let's get through. That's funny. Let's get through their current roster.
Man, Burger
They
King ain't
made
even that cheap.
they made some moves. They've made some moves throughout the off season. Let's look at their roster. Let me pull that up real quick. Washington Wizards. Of course, they finished last in their division last year. But looking at this roster, according to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to share this now for y'all. Okay, if we could please, yes, sir. All right, the Washington Wizards have
Yo,
You all right?
Earl.
a roster that includes.
Almost stop including Earl in a minute.
Y'all can hear me?
You freezing up,
You freezing up?
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, the Wizards don't want us to talk about them.
Damn, they that bad?
I don't even know who's on their team.
That's because the NSA be blocking y'all out of the Washington Wizards feed.
Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you now. I mean, I got the roster on my phone right now, Earl. If you want me to go through the roster,
Am I?
I didn't hear one word you just said.
Oh wow.
But on the Washington Wizards, they have Marvin Bagley, uh,
Hey,
Malachi Branham, Bud Carrington, Justin Champagne. Damn, they got some names on this team, bro. Bilal Koulibaly. I don't want to. Man, I didn't even know that was a
You
name.
mean Bilal Koulibaly?
Koulibaly. My fault.
Damn.
Yeah, Bilal Koulibaly, Keyshawn George, Anthony Gill, AJ Johnson, Trey Johnson, um, Dylan Jones, Corey Crispin, CJ McCollum, Chris Middleton, Will Riley, Alex Carr, Tristan Vucevic, and Cam Whitmore. Let's let's be real, man. The Wizards are not going to win more than 18 games.
There's nothing
If
to
I'm
talk
Cam
about.
Whitmore, I'm swinging on Sam Preston next time I see him. Y'all going to
CJ
the penthouse from the penthouse to the outhouse? No,
CJ
we got an issue, bro.
CJ McCollum getting traded.
y'all can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. They blocked us, but we flourished. Either way, you called out the roster.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing: I don't have this team winning more than 25 games this year.
Oh, you generous. I don't have them winning more than 18.
I'm not mad at that either. I don't. What's interesting about this roster? Um, what's interesting about this roster is I don't know what this means for Sharif Cooper. One, he has the ratchet to just shoot, right? He can shoot the hell out of the ball. But look, they drafted Alex Sar, or no, I mean they drafted Alex Sar last year.
And number two,
They got Trey Johnson,
is
Cola
that who they got this year?
Gak. Um, um,
Man, I don't even know. I couldn't even.
exactly. Except for Trey Johnson and Will Riley. To be honest with you, bro, I don't really see what they doing other than just acquiring pieces for the future. What the future of the Washington Wizards is, I don't know because hell, they've never been a juggernaut, anyways. But I just don't see what they're trying to build with this smorgasbord of a roster. You have C.J. McCollum. That was sure he could teach some guys to be a pro. Chris Middleton's there to be a pro, but this is not a winning team. This isn't winning basketball. Nothing about this says we want to win anything. So, as far as I'm concerned, over under, you say 18, I'm gonna say 25 games. Let's just kind of go through the rest of it real quick. Uh, yeah, I don't really see much of anything. The highest paid guy on this roster is Chris Middleton at 33 a million a year. I just whatever, bro. This team is it is what it is. Um, going next up, another team that it kind of is what it is, the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm kind of calling this out in order of teams that I think won't make the playoffs, the teams that I think will. The Charlotte Hornets. Um,
Another team that I don't think that's going to win 30 games. I don't
When
know.
they swipe their
so
card for
let
the
me this,
playoffs, it says insufficient funds.
It
the
They're
is
not
all,
Charlotte
making it,
Hornets.
bro.
and let's be real. We
The
don't need to
Charlotte
call.
Hornets are a really interesting team
We don't need to
because
call
they
the
have a
roster.
lot of talent with no direction. They won 19 games last year.
Yeah, I don't see them winning more than 20.
Um, I don't see more than 20 either. I really don't.
They could get
Yeah,
30.
I just don't see it.
But
They're going
that
to make
like
an
that's
11-game
ceiling.
jump.
That's
And
ceiling though.
all
Like
right,
that's
so let's look.
ceiling with everybody healthy.
Let's look. They do interest me because they drafted pro that could immediately make an impact without such a high learning curve. He's an incredibly smart player. Um, who, yes, you do have higher talent, but he would be the one who would fit in and almost is coming in with a veteran like game. Mo, you're a Duke fan. What do you feel about that viewpoint of Concanum?
Um, yeah, I mean, he's just gonna have the green light to shoot the ball a lot, but like, it's gonna look good when they're beating teams that don't play their starters or whatnot. And I think Con Knipple, he's gonna have moments where it's gonna look good, but I just think the wrong team drafted him. Like I said prior, I think the wrong team drafted him. I mean, but I feel like he's a hell of a player. I feel like he's probably going to be labeled as like a three and D guy, but I think he could do more than just shoot 3 pointers. But the team he's on, like you said, don't have a direction, so he might
Yeah.
have opportunities to show that he can do more. He might not.
The oldest player on this team is Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee, obviously a 12-year vet out of Duke. A lot of this team is made up out of traditional traditional basketball colleges. Um, and I say that of the utmost regard. What I mean by that is guys who you expect to be Sweet 16 candidates each and every year. You got a lot of Duke guys, Notre Dame, Florida, UConn guys on the team. We got even now some up emerging guys, Colin Sexton and Brandon Miller out of Alabama. But this team has a lot of talent. Listen to these names: LaMelo Ball, who's going into his fifth year; Colin Sexton, who look, say what you want, Sexton has played for some really good playoff teams throughout his career.
That is very
Obviously
true.
came in the Cleveland organization before the trade was made for Donovan Mitchell and this that, and the third. But Brandon Miller, who's an immense talent going into his third year, um, LaMelo Ball's going into his sixth year. Grant Williams, another one. Uh, Miles Bridges, another incredibly talented guy. Concanupple, of course, is a rookie. Let me see who else is on it. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in, uh, and he's been not in the battle, but a journeyman and has had a lot of uh, playoff or a lot of NBA experience in general. So this team is really interesting. I think they're my dark horse to make the playoffs out of the Southeast. If they got it together and discipline finds its way to Charlotte, I could see a good case scenario where they could make a play in. Maybe not a playoff team, but if they stay healthy and this team really plays together, I think they have a good veteran presence there between Dinwiddie and Mason Plumlee and Sexton there too. I think that you can get a lot of the bad energy and the bad leadership that was out of there before amongst players, and really we could see them fight for a play-in team. I think that's their ceiling is to play in. The reality is we could be talking about 25 to 30 wins at best, but I really do think they can inch towards 38 wins. I don't want to call 40, but a play-in team is very possible with this collective of talent.
You talking about the
Because I
Charlotte
think
Hornets?
the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. I wish I could be as generous as you for the rest of my life. You have a heart of gold, and
I do. Since LaMelo Ball's been there, they've been a. Thank you.
Weren't they in the
But
postseason once with
that's
Lamelo or
just
no?
something that I think is possible.
No, the last time,
They made the play in before. They've made the play in before.
no, the last time the Hornets made the playoffs, right? Kemba Walker and Al
Mhm.
Jefferson was on that team.
Oh my god!
Michael
I wouldn't
Jordan
know
was
his
still the.
name.
No. I'm saying the play in. They made the play in games.
No. I know. No. I know what you said, but I'm naming what
Hmm.
the last time he made playoffs. Obama was president.
Okay, that's fair. I think that they have a lot of talent. And look, when you draft that talent that high for this many years, this is the time where you should start fighting for play-ins and maybe even lower seed playoffs. This is the time for it to happen.
every time,
Um,
every time I
let's travel down south all the way.
Yes, the two
And let's
teams
go
that
to the Miami
matter.
Heat.
The two teams that matter in this conference. Well, the three teams that matter is
Two of the three that matter in this division. Two of the three. The Miami Heat are bringing back uh, myriad of players, but for the most part, they're cornerstones of their franchise. Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo are returning. They have Ola Jovic, who had a really, really good year. Andrew Wiggins, a
And
very interesting piece to this team
they just
with a full season.
they just extended
Um,
Jovic too.
Yep, they just extended Jovic this past week too. Jaime Jaquez Jr. is here. Khalil Ware. Let me see who else. Davion Mitchell is on this roster. Drew Smith, Precious Achua, and then of course they have the rookie Dane Dania.
he's about to say
Dane,
Dame Dash.
no, Dane Dania out of Baylor. Ethan Thompson, Myron Gardner, Kasper's yeah, that one. Um, and Trevor Keels from Duke. Last year is returning as a second year player. Um, this roster is and they have Norman Powell as well. Cannot forget they acquired Norman Powell
This is
in the
very
offseason as
interesting.
well. It's a very interesting move because I'm going to assume your starting backcourt is going to be Norman Powell and Tyler Hero.
Correct.
Obviously, you'd put Wiggs at the three,
Bam at the four and Khalil Ware at the five.
Bam at the four, and Khalil Ware at the five, or are we gonna um, go Nicole? Well, yeah, I guess so. Khalil Ware will be the five. Obviously, small ball, you put Bam at the five, and I think defensively he'll be the anchor for bigs going
Bam is
down
the
there. But
center. Bam
the
plays
Mike,
center. Bam plays the five always.
he does. He's just at
And then Nicole,
at
so
uh
Jovic,
6'9",
so
and
Jovic
they
the
got
four.
Khalil Ware now as a true 7-footer. Um, Khalil Ware is a true 7-footer. You could do a small ball lineup with Jovic at the four and Bam at the five. But this team is very interesting. I think. Let me see. What did they win last year? Last year, of course, they traded Jimmy Butler away, and they went 37-45. They finished 10th in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the Eastern Conference, making the play-in. I'm going to be honest with the Jimmy Butler thing over their head now. I feel like this team can come together, make some real moves. I think that you can get a lot of productivity out of Andrew Wiggins if they dial in to replace at, at that three spot.
I think they can get
Uh,
40 wins.
the upside is this team can win 5 to 47 wins with this roster. Now, I want to go. I want to go. I think high is 47, low is 37. I think that that's where this team will be. The Miami Heat are always a disciplined team, no matter how you feel about their the figures in that organization. The Miami Heat are always a disciplined basketball team, and they're always a test for no matter what your roster is. So let's always remember. Oh, and they also acquired the center. uh, Vladislav Golden. And y'all may be asking who is that? That's the center, the 7 footer who took Florida Atlantic to the Final Four, and he transferred to Michigan when the coach left as well. I forgot to
Mm.
mention him on their roster, so he's on there as well. And of course, I did mention Davion Mitchell, who will probably be in the backcourt coming. Yeah, Davion could. No, Norman Powell's starting there, but Davion Mitchell and Terry Rozier would be a good backcourt to come off of that bench as well. That's the thing; they have so much depth at the guard position that I think they're going to be a nightmare up and down the court for a lot of teams. A lot of teams. So Spo is traditionally one of the better minds in basketball. I have this team, like I said, between 37 to 47 wins, 37 on the low end, 47 on the high end. What do y'all think about the
I think
uh, Miami Heat?
I think given the state of the Eastern Conference, I think that's a good range to predict.
Okay, okay. Oh yes, sir. We got a gentleman joining us here. The good brother Banks is here. Banks, how you feeling, brother?
Peace and black love. I'll be on camera in a minute. I'm on my way
For
to the
sure, for
crib.
sure. All good, all good. We
You ain't got to worry about that.
nah, you good, you good. Banks, real quick, your favorite basketball team, just for the listeners to know, so we know when we are going into covering your team is who.
I got off the narcotic of being a Chicago Bulls fan since 1995. I said I
I
can't be
feel
associated with losers anymore, but I
that's
went to
crazy.
somewhat losers. I went to the second smallest team in the NBA, pause, being the Clippers.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Yo, but
Yeah, yeah,
How are
yo.
they the second smallest team in the NBA?
there's no small teams in the NBA
I'm
anymore.
sorry, in LA, sir.
Oh, in
I'm
L.A.,
sorry.
in
Oh,
L.A.
in
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
LA.
okay,
just
Yeah.
okay.
every
All
now and then, dyslexia hit me. You got to forgive me.
right.
No, no, you good, you good, you good.
And my blood
uh,
sugar low, beloved.
for sure, for sure. All right, so you're not a Bulls fan no more. You are a Clipper fan. I feel it, bro. All right,
Yeah.
listen.
Oh, so
So,
he just like Nigerian scammers.
Yeah, that sound like my ex-wife. Let's go.
Sure.
all right, man. So yeah, the Miami Heat. I think we're good to stamp them between 37 to 47 wins. But regardless, I think they are always going to be a playoff contender. Um, they should be able to contend for the Southeast as well. But we'll see what happens ultimately there. Let's get to the most interesting team in the Southeast, and that would be the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, American Deli.
All right, so the Atlanta Hawks. Here's the thing about the Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks finished in the eighth seed of the Eastern Conference last year. I think the Hawks they've turned a new leaf of where they were prior. Um, Quinn Snyder
Great coach.
is an established playoff coach and has led both them and amazing coach. He's led both them, the Utah Jazz, and I feel like Quinn was somewhere else.
Nah, there's only two teams. Was he on? No, he wasn't on the Knicks.
Snyder is a coach of discipline. He wasn't. No, he was not. I thought he was too, but he was not. The Hawks finished last year 40-42. Um, very, 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 very amazing turnaround to the season because they started out very bad, but they were uh, 18 to 30 in offensive rating, 19 to 30 in defensive rating. So to be honest with you, they kind of plateaued at exactly a middle of the pack team as they were. Um, the reality of it is that I think that they're going to repeat what they did last year in the 38 to 42 win range. I think that that's where this roster is shaping up to be. But I do believe that the Atlanta Hawks will be a contender for the playoffs all season. I don't see them as a team to just dust off into the night. I really, really think that Landry Landry Fields is setting up some good shop there in Atlanta and setting up and building
What a
something
name, man.
that can really, really contend around um, Trey Young. This is a to me this is a career defining year for Trey Young. I think this is a cornerstone or a crossroads of where his career is going to go. as of right now. Yeah, he's been in the league for going on 7 years. I want to say. Trey Young has been in there. Yeah, it's going on. Yes, this will be his seventh year.
You want
But I
to
do
get
believe.
crazy things, crazy stat? You know, Trey Young
What's up?
has about the same amount of career points as Kawhi Leonard.
I could believe that he's played the same amount of full seasons. So yeah, I could definitely believe that.
Mm.
But look,
Um,
Kawhi get them points
but
on just, when his brain is working. Sometimes his brain don't work, but when it's working, he playing both sides of the ball. Pause.
Yeah, nah, it's just something I was.
Kawhi is brainiac. Kawhi is definitely brainiac.
Nah,
I do
he
think that this team, like I said, they are a middle of the Eastern Conference pack team to me.
Kawhi is California Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Let's go into this roster that they're bringing in for the 2025-26 season. Of course, you have the star Trey Young. It, it, it is what it is. You can think a lot of things about Trey Young. What we cannot deny is the fact that Trey Young is indeed a superstar in this league. Trey
Not
Young
Bev,
Probably the most disrespected
comes in
superstar.
with a career at the game and 10 assists.
not to Pat Bev.
Probably so, yeah. I mean, he's a four-time All-Star. You're talking about a guy that averages. Hey,
Ain't
man,
nobody
Pat
care
Bev
about
is at
Pat
home
Bev.
podcasting. Trey Young averages 25 points a game for his career, 4 rebounds, 10 assists on 43% shooting and
You never
He's
35%
only
say.
from
been an
three.
All Star 4 times.
He's also a near 90%
Yeah, when it's time to
free
vote for
throw
All
shooter.
Star,
Um,
you're in a losing situation.
Young
well, I
Rayford
think I
shouldn't
think it's more
be.
so people don't like him than a losing situation. I mean,
Why
because
don't people
anybody
like
who's
him?
averaging
I don't see
24
what's
and
not to
12,
like.
He
24 and 12,
eliminated.
he can be a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, but what
He's a bit of an
I want you
asshole.
to hear this,
Just
Mo,
being
from the
honest.
bottom of my heart.
I am not a
Mo,
New York Knicks fan. I do, but
I know you're not. I know you're not, and I'm not directing this to you, Mo. I'm just saying from the bottom of my heart. Knicks fans can gargle my nuts.
Damn,
Okay, nobody really cares.
yeah, I
that's
mean, it's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy.
All
I say
right,
that with all
he's
disrespect.
standing on it.
Shorty down the hall from me with
Okay.
the wagon. She a Knicks fan.
Well, hey,
um,
give him my number. I can use a good gargle.
oh my number.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, this guy
The
here.
reality of it is Trey Young, man. Trey Young is a true, true point guard, and he's one of the best point guards in the league. I don't care what the narratives
I would
tell you.
say the
Trey
best
Young
point guard in
is
the
a
league.
point guard that's just about.
Mm, if we
I
just
don't know
go,
if I'll go there with you,
yeah, I still got Hallie as the best pure point.
but here's the
Yeah, but
thing: it's
Hallie's not
hard to
playing next
argue.
year, so
All right, you right though.
It's
Hallie's
yeah,
not.
it's hard to argue 25 a game and 12 assists a game and say he's not.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not.
very
oh
hard to
no, well
argue.
his career averages is 25 and 10. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
but
20 exactly. Yeah.
well, if we just gonna do that, to me, for me personally, I think the best point guard in the league is Cade as of right now. Since Hallie's,
Cade,
yeah,
I'm
Cade.
not mad. I'm not mad at the Cade. I'm not mad at the Cade
Yeah, with
choice either.
Hallie being out, I have Cade number one.
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
mad at that
about
Cade
that.
choice at all. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. Best point guard in
Not
the league. I
saying
agree
that
with that.
like Trey Young is not in the conversation. It's just for me, what I'm looking at a point guard, I think
Um,
Cade Cunningham brings what I need out of a point
Again, are we talking
and then
about point guard or pass guard, like Allen Iverson said? Because,
guard. Yeah,
what I mean, for the 16
hey,
years now, the two guard basically been the one guard.
truth be told, yeah, yeah. I mean, and look, you got to look at the way that the point guard position is played now. You have to be able to score at least 18 to 20, along with getting near double digits assists. Those days of you know 10 points, 15 dimes as the best point guard in the league, that's over. You have to be a not a combo guard, but have combo guard ability to really be considered in the pantheon of the great point guards in this league. Um, now I agree with you there. I mean, I think there's definitely there's scoring point guards um, like 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 a Trey Young or even a Jalen Brunson things of that nature. So um, yeah, the game is different now. But the Atlanta Hawks have acquired Kristaps Porzingis over the over the off season. Um, Nikhil Alexander Walker is a very interesting piece to me, playing the side to Trey Young. I think this team again can win about 40.
I can
I'm
see
gonna
them.
put them at. I'm gonna put them at 40
I can see them as a seven.
40 wins. I think they repeat what they did last year.
I see them as a
Yeah,
seven.
7 8. I'm comfortable with whatever 7 8's going to be. 40, about 40 wins or so. 40, 42. I think that I do.
Mhm.
Um, they got some young hoopers on his team, but I think that Quinn Snyder is putting a lot of the DNA of what he liked, the makeup of a team in Utah, happening down here. It's just he's obviously not having a backcourt with Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt no more. But what he does have is a guy who can get you 25 and 12 a night in Trey Young. And I think that this team, honest to God, is very, 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 very likely to win 40 games, bare minimum. Stan, what's the deal, brother? Good to see you as always, my brother.
It's good.
What's shaking? All right, the quote unquote cream of the crop of the
The third
of
best
the
team in the East.
yeah of the Southeast, the Orlando Magic.
Hey,
They're the second best team in the
All
East.
right, I'm not mad at this.
Best team in the East. Bump it.
Nah, I don't know about that. I got
So
I
Who
got.
we got to worry about?
I
a
mean,
lot, a
Knicks.
lot.
yeah,
The Orlando Magic last year finished seventh in the Eastern Conference.
That was because of
Uh,
injuries.
yeah.
it
Low,
was, it was, it was.
low was out for some time. So when Paulo got hurt, they were like number three or
And
number,
They,
Franz.
yeah.
they
And
finished
then
27th
I think they
to
both had the
30
same
off.
injury and missed like 36 games.
Yeah,
So
you're right. Earl.
For sure, they were number four. Number four, yeah, prior to injury. But defensively, defensively, they were 28th of 30 in points per game at 105.4. But opponents' points per game, they were at 105.5, and that was first of 30. The reality of it is this team defends the ball very well. I know that they have shot blockers down there, but they also defend the ball on the perimeter extremely well.
Arguably,
They got some straps down there, and I think that the moves.
they probably have one of the
Say
best
again.
defensive guards in the league in Jalen Suggs.
For sure, and we about to get right to that. Let's go to their roster. They made some moves this offseason, man. They really have. I think they made some moves. Paolo is the superstar down there, um, coming into his fourth year in the league. Uh, they are bringing back Jet Howard, Anthony Black. They acquired Desmond Bain adds so much depth to this roster.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond Bain, despite the fact that he's built like Doug Martin, is one of the better guards in this league. Desmond can guard the 1 through 3. Um,
no, I think Doug Martin
he's
had
one of the
longer arms than
strongest
him.
players, possibly. But adding Desmond Bain to this roster gives me so much more fear of facing this roster on a night in and night out basis. They are going to have straps, like flat out.
See,
They're going to have straps.
the the
They bring
the
back All
problem
Star.
last year,
Mm-hmm.
not to interrupt you, but the problem
No, you good.
last year was you had a guy in KCP
Yep.
who, while was a very good 3-point shooter, he couldn't get any space because he could work off of greats like Anthony Davis and LeBron
He
and
played a lot of screen ball. Yep.
yeah, and play with guys like Jokic and stuff that he wasn't the
Mm-hmm.
focal point of the offense, and people couldn't key in on him. Versus this team that had no 3-point shooters, he's the only 3-point shooters. So all they had to do was stand at the 3-point line and guard the fuck out of him. Now you got a guy in
And
Desmond
lock
Bain who has led the
in on
league
him.
in 3-point percentage.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that as well, and he's going to
Yep.
open up the floor for Paulo and Franz to operate.
I agree.
So
I
I'm
agree
very excited to
wholeheartedly.
see us this season.
Um, I am too. I think this team uh, is injured, but there's another acquisition that y'all made. Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones, one of the better serviceable point guards in this
Best
league.
backup point guard.
Really
Last
good
year, averaged
point
10
backup
points and
point
five
guard.
assists. But
Best backup point guard in the league in the last 4 years.
really, really good backup point guard. 90% from the free throw line. But what I like most about Tyus is Tyus does his job extremely well and gets to his spots. And look, it sounds crazy to call him a vet, but at going into his 11th year already, which is
Mhm.
crazy. Um, Tyus Jones brings a certain leadership to this franchise that already one, you had the Duke brotherhood already established between Wendell Carter, Tyus Jones, Paolo Bencaro. I mean, you just got Duke guys all over this roster that are going to get real primetime minutes. But that backup uh, uh, backcourt of Tyus Jones and I say probably what Jalen Suggs or even yeah, I'd probably say Jalen Suggs depending on how y'all go about it. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, I think this team, as long as they're healthy,
That's
this is a
the
50 plus win team to me.
that's the
Maybe
big that's
52 wins.
gonna be the big factors of health.
Yeah,
That's it. That's the only thing that's holding them back is health because they have it all together.
if their core is healthy, I can see them winning, going 50-32.
Who?
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, the
The,
Magic.
the Orlando Magic.
Why?
Yeah.
I like it
I'm,
for 55 plus.
No, I see 50.
I'm not going to do that
No
No,
Eastern
yet.
Conference team is
Okay,
But,
good.
okay,
but
okay,
you're a
okay.
fan.
So,
That's
hold
your
on, hold
team.
on.
That's your
Watch
squad.
my
So I get
no,
it.
no.
That's
Watch
your
my
squad.
reasoning. Watch
That's
my
your squad.
reasoning. Watch my reasoning because I can
Okay.
back it up.
Okay.
They're in a weak
Okay.
division that they should dominate. Am I
Pause.
wrong?
It's
Yeah,
not
you're
a
right.
weak division. You got three teams that can make the playoffs. But go ahead.
No, I see
But I
what
mean,
It's not
they're
a
in a
weak
weak.
division.
They've got free money in Charlotte.
Yeah, after Washington, all three of those other teams are made the
Free
playoffs
money
last
in
year or to
Washington.
play in. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Miami's
Charlotte,
good, but don't scare you.
still a playoff team.
Atlanta's
Still a
good,
playoff team.
and
Still a
Atlanta
playoff team.
could be better than I think. It could
Yeah.
make the playoffs, but they
You all,
still don't
however,
scare
have
me.
top of, but see, no, for sure. But that's because I think that you all have jumped to top of the conference talk now, and that's different. That's much different than um, what we talking about before. So I'm not mad at this at all. I think that Orlando. I'm gonna put y'all at 50. I think low end within because I got to factor in injuries is 41, but I'll put it as high as 52.
Nah, we got to be at 55 just because we don't have we don't the top end you really don't have to worry about. The next is probably Knicks and Cleveland is probably the two teams you got to worry about the most in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Boston.
I don't see why both all three of those teams
I don't
don't
think
win 55 plus.
I don't think you gotta
Okay.
worry about Boston this year.
Knicks, Cleveland. I think that a healthy
They still got
Philly.
the best coach in the East.
Yeah, I think a healthy Philly could be a problem,
Who's the best
and
coach in the East? Kenny?
Joe Mazzulla.
Joe Mazzulla.
No, I think both y'all are off the juice and the oil.
The man just won a championship in.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck? He's
Yo,
tied to a
fuck that.
system.
I don't like when you use championships for your argument, but when we use it, it's an issue.
Mo. Haven't you understand the show by now? I ain't shit. Okay, I will use whatever to my advantage when I have the opportunity to. So stop being surprised by it. Gee, like you're new here.
um,
I'm
look,
not new here,
man.
but I just don't like the hypocrisy that you do.
Well, get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I I I have the Magic winning the Southeast,
Yeah, they should.
and I honestly think that they're winning the Southeast probably by about 8 to 10 games. I know it's taboo to say, "Oh, it's not." Um, I think that they're approaching. I'm not going to say NBA title yet, but I do think that they are approaching. Let's go to the Central. Let's start out in Detroit. The Detroit Pistons.
Top three.
Woo, the Detroit Pistons.
I would say top four not
Last year
top
they were
three. I think
44.
they get home field.
Yeah. Last year they were 16th to 30 in offensive rating, 11th to 30 in defensive rating. That sounds like a JB Bickerstaff coach team to me. That has always been his mo, is making sure that your offense and defense complement each other and getting 2-for-1s on turnovers, which obviously turns into what they ended up being last year. Um, I think that I don't think they made any roster changes significantly to make me say that they jump into the 50 win range. I think 40 to 46 is about where I would put them uh, next season. 40 to 46 is where I have them. I don't really see too much. Obviously, we're going into, let me see, they acquired Duncan Robinson. Cade is going into his fifth year.
Already.
Tobias
Damn.
Harris played a really great complimentary role last year. Tobias Harris played a really Tobias Harris is going to think about. But hey, man, shout out to J. Cole. Keep hooping, baby. Um, but Tobias Harris averaged 13 to 6 last year. I think he's been a really great complimentary piece to the team. Isaiah Stewart. How long was Isaiah Stewart out last year?
Uh,
But
Let me
whenever,
see.
he's
uh,
Yeah. How long was Isaiah Stewart out last year? What did he
he's
play?
still on
He
the Pistons.
played. Oh no, he played. He only missed 10 games last year.
didn't
Wait,
he miss the playoffs though?
no, he didn't play in the playoffs. He dropped a
He
ring.
didn't play in the playoffs.
But wasn't
Yeah,
he
he played
missing?
72 games last year.
He
Okay,
dropped a
that's 10
reggae
games.
album
So
last year.
Yeah. Um, the interesting piece this year, I want to see what Asora Thompson jumps to. Um, the upside about Asora is he shoots over 50% from the field.
You know what people are gonna say? He's not his brother.
Uh, um, I, I don't know what we have. He's, I don't want to talented, has really great intangibles on the defensive side of the ball. I think that he's a complementary piece for I think he's a complementary piece for a fast break motion, but I don't think there's anything about his game that says he can create his own shot. As of yet, it could change in his career, but as of yet, I just don't see that for him. Um, I don't think that he's shown starter either. And I know that I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a guy. We'll see what happens with him. But shoot, they acquired Karis LeVert recently. They also have Jalen Duran down there. He's on his going into his third year. Jalen Duran, man. I'm really excited to see what his next step going into this year. Could he end up being again talking about a JB Bickerstaff kind of situation? Could he end up being like Afro? Afro.
Jared Allen.
Help me, y'all.
Jared
he
Allen.
said it, Jared Allen, right?
Jared Allen. There we go. Jared Allen. Oh, okay, okay. I couldn't hear. Yeah, Jared Allen.
Boy, you on the LET
Yeah. I
tonight,
mean,
boy.
ultimately, we'll see. Am I? Am I? Okay. Hold on. Let me see here. Let's see what we can fix up. Anyways, but what are y'all thoughts about the Pistons? I'm gonna see if I can fix my connection. I mean, what are some of y'all thoughts on the Pistons?
I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna have home field. I think they're gonna be
Yeah,
the
I think
fourth
they're gonna
team.
win that division with since Indy's best players out. We don't know the true identity of Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Chicago is a fun
and
team.
they might let Giannis go this year too. So you never know.
Chicago is a fun team to watch. 'Cause that could be a bunch of trap game, but I got the Pistons winning that division this year. Just just with the fact that Hallie's out. Because Milwaukee, Giannis is going to probably carry them, but I don't see them winning that division. No, matter of fact, no, I'm lying. Cleveland is still going to win that division. I just believe myself. But the Pistons are going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Oh, like they're like a trap game. Like they can beat they can beat good teams on any given night, but they're not good enough to compete every night.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they're like trap games. Like they have a good young roster. Too many white boys on the Bulls, but they have a good young roster.
Yo,
Wow. Hey, that boy R. Giddy. Um,
and he
but
dropped. Hey, was crazy.
but
Oh
the
man.
Pistons, I think the high side for them, and I mean extreme high side, is 48-50. But it ain't that many teams gonna win
Yeah,
no damn
no,
50
I see the
games.
Pistons winning
I,
45 games.
I think yeah, I think they were 44-38 last year. I think they stay somewhere in that area. Because of course, the thing is the juggernaut of Boston is not going to be what they were. So it opens up for one team to step up. And the Pistons have a good chance to be that team, but also the Magic could as well, because the Magic were hurt last year. So we'll see. Hmm. He did.
He do.
No,
No,
Wendell Carter can't block a phone call. And I feel you. But he can't.
Uh, Hey man,
He
hey
can't.
man. They
He
got
can't.
3, 6, 10 guys. They can make it look like they can block something.
Yeah, that's true. But that's why y'all led in defense the way y'all did. Because of the fact that y'all have guys who can just switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. And when you run certain sets like that, dog, if I got a 6'10" guy that can guard the 1 through 4, and I can keep throwing these guys at you and keep throwing these guys at you, yeah, bro, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah. So, yep. Desmond Bain.
Yeah, y'all
No,
funny.
Raptor is more appropriate.
I told him he
Oh no
NBA
no no
Doug
no no.
Baldwin.
Well,
Or he
hold
NBA
on
Doug
now.
Martin. Same dude. NBA
You can
Doug
run a
Martin.
fade as long as you can duck, as long as you got some head movement. Pause.
Oh man. But yeah, the Pistons, I don't really see too much outside of that. Let's go to probably the most interesting team in that division, the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, so high side, right? Here's the high side about the Bucks. Um, hmm. The high side is you have a guy who's in the conversation for best player in the league. Let's go through the numbers first. They were 11th to 30 in offensive rating. They were 12th to 30 in defensive rating. That sounds like a Doc Rivers team to me. It sounds like a team also with the best two-way player in the league, who's just been a defensive anchor for the last 10 years or more. Um, they went 48-34 last year, fifth in the Eastern Conference. They're Damian Lillard is gone now. Um, here's the thing. This is one of those situations, and it reminds me a lot of Cole in 2005, 2006. Um, you got a really great player on a team with not a bad coach, with a subpar coach and just some subpar talent around him. That's essentially what this is. Yeah.
No,
Like,
it's one hot song every 10-year one hot album every 10-year average.
yeah, uh,
Why you got all this vitriol for Glenn, man?
I do. I do too.
I do too. I do too. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Doc got
That was
whatever
Lawrence
is the
Fish.
opposite of a Midas touch.
Yo, no, listen, that was Lawrence Fishburne, man. Chill out.
Yo,
So let me give some upside on the Bucks. You acquire a mobile center in Miles Turner, which takes a lot of the pressure off Giannis to have to play two positions at one. Even
yep,
though that's just naturally what Giannis does. Because I think Giannis, honestly, if you ask me, Giannis is the best player in the league. I know the Jokic thing, but the thing with Joker, as great as he is, I think Giannis just does more on both sides of the ball. And I think that Giannis is as much of, because regardless how you put the ball in the cup, you put the ball in the cup. I think Giannis um, just is too lethal of a defender as well as a great scorer for me to take off somebody who's a great playmaker and a great scorer, but not that great of a defender. If I'm drafting, I'm personally drafting Giannis over Jokic today. That's just me because I value both sides of the ball for sure. No, not at all.
Giannis is also great. Let's keep it going. Jokic is not a great. No. Don't say average. Giannis got a deep point that he could wake up at night and go look at. That is creme de la creme material.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like I understand the Jokic thing, triple double, whoop de whoop de woo. I get all that, but this guy is a threat to score 40 and stop you every single night, every night. And I just think that there's something to be said about that. But when you take the pressure off of him having to be the center and the power forward in one, adding someone like Miles Turner, Bobby Portis is still serviceable. The really interesting development there is Kevin Porter Jr. Uh, Kevin Porter Jr. went through what he went through, is going through his redemption arc, and I'm not saying it lightly, like he did some bullshit. Let's be very clear about it. But
Oh
I'm not here
yeah,
to talk
I was
about
gonna
that
say,
today.
look, after if this don't work out, he can go to the UFC.
Yeah. Because listen, bro, we know what he did, and I ain't taking nothing away from that.
Yeah, shouts out to the
Um,
WNBA finals.
yeah, man, for sure. Hey, Boing. But this team is really interesting. I think this team, just because of how great Giannis is and the opportunities he creates for others, this team is always going to be a threat to win 50 games. The problem is, post April, what does this team do? You got Kyle Kuzma there. Um, Gary Trent Jr. is still on the roster. Gary Harris is there. Torian Prince is there. Who else is there? Amir Coffey is there. This
Who he
team,
play for?
Amir Coffey's on the Bucks. Uh, this team is just really interesting, but I think that they're not a championship contender, but they can win this division or be the best team in this division. They because they're a 50 win threat team, they always are going to be in contention to win this division. Always. So I just don't see it. I think Giannis makes another MVP race run. I don't uh I don't know if he has I don't know. Maybe he's capped out as getting awarded MVPs, maybe not.
No,
But
I
I would
think
look at this team to trade some of these pieces for a guy in an attempt because they're in desperation mode to keep Giannis. And I think they're going to attempt to acquire someone to partner up with him to win a championship. Now, who that could be, I don't know, because a lot of players are setting to where they're at right now. But ultimately, we'll see.
Yeah,
Um,
unless it's Trey Young, I don't think it works out. But
yeah, I don't
essentially,
see
that's what
anything
happened
else.
with Dame. I mean, the only thing is with Trey, like y'all said earlier, that 12 assists is something, and then you got a bunch of shooters around
Hmm.
Giannis, and that's all you can do now. He gonna bring the ball up, pause a couple times because I mean, who the fuck else is at the one?
Right.
So, because he can't play the one. My thing is, I think he gonna average 20. Shit, no, he gonna average 32, 11, 1.3 blocks, probably 5 assists this season, just because he felt like, all right, I gotta do everything. But like you said, he's had his health issues before. So come April in the Doc Rivers system, because that ball fade, no taper, have motherfucker don't know how to do no rotations. So,
You
God
ain't lying
bless.
about that.
Get well soon, man. Look, man, fuck Doc Rivers and his edge up. I don't know if I can cuss on here, my fault if I can't, but
You good? We cuss on here. Fuck
yeah.
that shit.
You talking
Yes,
about
sir.
you talking about the edge up that was painted on before every game?
Yeah,
That
they
one.
ain't even no
Yeah,
edge up, bro. He just said, "Hey, get the razor."
that's
Bruh,
it.
that's a
At
tattoo.
all.
That
He
man
got an
wanted to
all
tat it
around
up.
taper. He the first person with an all around taper, bro,
He said, "Hey
against the
That,
y'all,
grain.
he
but it's
said,
a
hey y'all
fact.
boys, I'm tatted."
Okay.
Um, but yeah, man. I mean, I have them winning. Between 44 to 52 games. Um, it's a regular old year in Milwaukee. I think they're gonna make a play to get somebody to keep Giannis. Other than that, we may be looking at the beginning of the end for Giannis in Milwaukee. Moving on to Chicago Bulls.
Oh God, let me put myself on mute before I say everything.
The Chicago Bulls. Um, what do I like about Chicago? Okay,
They
they
got good
finished the year
food.
incredibly strong last year. They really did. They finished the year really, really strong for what that roster was built to be. Um, Billy Donovan is returning as coach. Offensive rating, they were 20 out of 30. Defensive rating, 18 out of 30. So about middle of the pack for where they were offensively and defensively. Nothing that screams this is a team that straps or a team that's going to outscore you. They won 39 games. And, 40. They went 39 to 43. Finished ninth in the Eastern Conference. Went to the play-in, of course, but did not make the playoffs. This roster has a budding all-star, budding with Kobe White. I think um Kobe is making his way to being an all-star. I like the Isaac Okoro acquisition. Jalen Smith is interesting for me. Um Vucci man, I don't know. The Patrick Williams experience is done to me, or the experiment is done. That's
Yeah.
over. Josh Giddey's a really good acquisition. Um Nothing about this team to spend too much time on. I think they remain the same teams they were last year. The height is 40 games. The low is 25.
Guess what? 30.
Cool, cool. I'm with you. Nothing really there. I don't think they contend for much of anything outside of a play-in. Let's move on to the uh
Did you talk about the
let's
Hornets yet?
oh no, yeah, we've been to that. Yeah, yeah. We did the
Oh, okay.
Southeast already.
I was about to
Let's
say who
move
tricked the
on
most on that
to
team. My fault.
no, you good. Let's move on to the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers.
I like this conversation. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so Indiana obviously made an NBA Finals run last year. Um, there's not really much to say about that team that they did not do. Not gonna say overachieve, but man, they fought hard. Indiana, of course, had made Eastern Conference Finals before. Some people said it was a fluke because there were injuries. Well, they proved last year it was not. They ended up taking the Oklahoma City Thunder to 7 games. I don't know what that game looks like if Tyrese Halliburton is healthy, but I can tell you for him to have been hurt in that game, and that was a major factor as to why they won the championship. I mean, the why Oklahoma City Thunder won the championship. I have full faith that Tyrese Halliburton would have at least contended to win that title last year, and it went 7 games for Christ's sakes. They will be missing Tyrese Halliburton. Um, they're missing Miles Turner. Miles Turner, who had been there since Kobe Bryant was still in the league, had been in trade talks since Kobe Bryant was in the league. Finally is off that team. They do have James Wiseman there, which I'm gonna be honest, the James Wiseman project, much like the Patrick Williams project, is over for me. TJ McConnell is still there. Obi Toppin, who look, Obi Toppin, quiet and kept bro, had a really good year last year.
He did.
Really, really good year last year. Pascal Siakam has been a consummate pro, all-star player. I think he still makes them fight to be a playoff team. I want to see the guard that they acquired to replace um, Tyrese Halliburton for the year. Let's see, who did they acquire? I think McConnell can. I think he can. I mean, shoot, he's a 10-year pro. Um, I think that it's definitely a good band-aid. Him and Pascal and Obi and Nimhard could be a really, really uh annoying team to play night in and night out. I think this team has some fight. You got a coach who, look, let's be real. We have seen year after year after year after year after year. Um, we have seen Rick Carlisle make mountains out of molehills.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that changes here. I think that you're not going to find an inch of fight or an inch of give up out of Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle is just that kind of coach, and he's going to maximize his roster to its ability. I don't see 50 games. I see them obviously sliding down probably to about the 42 win range. But for some reason, I'm confident they are still going to make the playoffs.
In the
Yes,
East,
Halliburton is a huge loss, but
all
I
five
just
of
can't
us
count
in the
out
East can
a
make it.
Rick
So
Carlisle coach team. Yeah, I just can't. I can't see a world where Carlisle doesn't make the playoffs, especially with yeah. I just don't see that. This team is not built like the Raptors, where it was just Siakam. This team still went to the finals.
yeah, and also too,
Replacing
yeah.
Miles Turner is going to be the issue. But go ahead, Bex.
No, my fault to cut you off.
No,
So, uh, like you just said, that key pivotal part is Miles Turner, who I
hmm
think if he was still on the team, dude, he probably would have had a career year. I don't think he's ever averaged like 25. I think 22 at the most is what he's averaged. He
hmm
could have had a 22 to 25 year season plus the rebounds probably would have been, I would have probably said like 9 rebounds, 10 rebounds, and then but he would have got his, his prime blocks, which is, dude, he's one of the few players that get like 2.3 blocks or more a season.
Right.
But replacing him now, I think in the East, like again, man, like I'm still old school and I'm pretty sure everybody else here kind of, or whatever your age range is, we remember when you had to have some type of center. Now,
Yeah.
Vuk, they could probably do a deal with Vucci, man, and put him at the five, and that actually spreads out the floor even more.
I'm not mad at Vucevic there. I'm not mad at that at all. Oh, I'm not mad at that. It's interesting because I thought they were going to go get Aiton at one point. I'm not mad at Vucci Mane there. I'm
Yeah,
really not.
they just need. Can you just get at this point with them? It's basically, can you get me 25 or can you
I
give
agree.
me 20 as a big man? Because
I
everything
agree.
else works out. I think TJ, he averaged what 14 this past season.
I
I
think it's
think
fourth.
he
Yeah, TJ McConnell averaged TJ McConnell. Hold on, it's coming up now. He averaged 10.
okay. I
10
think he
last year.
steps it up to about 18. I don't know if they still start him, but I think he's still gonna get 18 regardless.
Well, he's going to have to because he's going to have to step into that role. Now, obviously, let me see. Let me see something here. Last year, TJ McConnell uh attempts field goal. He only attempted 7 shots a game. He's never the highest he's ever. I don't know about 18. The most he's ever averaged is 10. I'll push him to 12. Maybe best case scenario 13 and a half. Maybe.
Okay, I
I'm
I,
not.
I
I'm
don't
not.
see
I'm
any
not
problem with
mad at.
that.
Yeah. I just think that this is going to make. Mm,
Because my thing is with him, it's like, all right, we know he could shoot it, but he more so just gets to the hoop. Like he just drives all the time. And I think in that Central
Yeah.
Division where nobody plays defense, and you got to see most of those teams throughout the year, that's
Hmm.
when it's like, all right, he can get that 18, and maybe he just gets 18 from them. So he might steep around that 14 to
Right.
18 mark, depending on how on their schedule. I mean, obviously we don't have their schedule in front of us at this very moment, but for him, his style of play, I think it does get him to that 18 mark. But if he gets 14, that's not bad. Because again,
Yeah.
with Carlisle, he's extremely good with rotations.
That's just putting the ball in his hands a lot to double his productivity. That's putting the ball in his hands a lot when you have who you know what? I think the guard play goes guard by committee, but what I do think the steps up, uh Obi Toppin may rise to 14 a game. He was at 10 and a half last year. He may rise to 14.
Hey man, y'all put a hookah in front of him, he might get you 22.
Well,
You
yes.
you put Sonny Lee in front of him, he might average 30.
Yeah,
He might. He might. Shoot, I might. Never mind.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
No, Earl.
Yeah, the Pacers I think can still win 40 games. Missing a franchise guy like Tyrese Halliburton is going to be hard for them. But it's hard when you don't have a coach like a Rick Carlisle. I think Rick will figure it out.
But you
Um,
see how sad the East is, where we like teams that losing all stars and they don't have a lot of players. Like, damn, they might actually be able to make the playoffs.
well, that's that, and the East has gotten a lot better. Because it used to be bad at one point, man. It used to be the point you could win 32 games and make maybe 34 games and make the eight seed. It ain't
Shit,
that no
we might
more,
see that
but
this year, brother Earl.
you know,
We might see that this year, to be honest with you,
yeah.
because look, the the Hornets might make the play in by default.
I said that was their extreme ceiling. I gotta look at a lot of these teams, but I think that for sure I'm comfortable right now with picking a solid six to make the playoffs. Maybe seven. But let's move on to uh the last team in the Central Division, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, well, hmm,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
On
hmm,
I'll
paper,
let
they're the
y'all go
best
ahead
team in
okay.
that division.
They are the best team in the division.
by
They are
default.
that. They won 64 games last year, which was a 16 game uptick from the year prior. Replacing JB Bickerstaff with Kenny Atkinson, won Kenny Atkinson the coach of the year, if I'm not mistaken, last year, right? Kenny A was coach. I'm
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was coach
Yeah,
of the
he
year.
won it.
Yeah. Um, they were hmm, they were first in offensive rating and eighth in defensive rating. That that sounds like a team that won 64 games to me. They lost in the semis to the Pacers 4-1. They just fell flat. They wiped out the Miami Heat 4-0 and then lost to the Pacers 4-1. They fell flat. Um, that roster, oof.
Man, Earl, let me say, man, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's triple B time. It's triple B time, man. Let my
okay.
ball. Hey, let my brother go, man. Let my boy go. It's triple B time, man. Fuck all that. His knee
I
somewhat
really
healthy
like him.
now.
I really like his knee seems to be healthy, and he's sprinting up and down that court from the reportings. Look, Lonzo Ball is in Cleveland. Lonzo Ball is a factor. Fact of the matter is when you are talking about going to get a good solid backup guard, um, that's the type of player that you want to go get. They had a very small backcourt because Donovan Mitchell being a shooting guard is 6'3". It's crazy, but Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell are they backcourt is 6'1" and 6'3". But you got to go get a guy who can defend, and that's what they went and got Lonzo Ball for. Lonzo can knock down some good open jumpers. He can get to the cup. He's one of the strongest players at his position. I really, really like what they've done. Evan Mobley, get a 4-year guy now. He's a one or two-time All-Star. Evan
Yeah,
Mobley is a one-time
I,
All-Star.
yeah, I'm about to
Um,
say.
yeah, two-time All Defense, um, Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago. Mobley, of course, is an anchor there.
He won
Shoot,
Defensive Player of the Year last year.
was that yeah, last year, last year, last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Last year was Depoy. Jared Allen, again, another guy who's been an all-star. Um, this team should win the East. It is a layup for them to win the East, all things considered. Now, I think that the Knicks are going to have something extremely strong to say about that. But it should be a layup for this team to win the East. Therefore, I am predicting low end, I'm going to say 55 wins, high end 65. I like that 10-game spread for them. I think they stay right where they at, but this team should win. Um, the Pacers will, I don't think they'll contend for the East. I think I don't think that Detroit is ready yet. I don't think that Milwaukee is ready yet. Or I don't think Milwaukee has enough to compete with this team yet. And of course, the Bulls are the Bulls. They should win this division no problem, and they for sure should be contending for the East. This is the year that it's a layup between them and the Knicks. One of them better win that East. I know that much. Um, but yeah, this team is loaded. You got Killian Hayes, Thomas Bryant's there for the backup center positions if they don't already have enough length. Larry Nance Jr. is there. Um, they're just Max Struess is there, knocking down shots left after left. I mean, shoot. DeAndre Hunter there. I mean, they have a roster that this team should be in the finals bound next year. They're one of my two teams out the East that should be finals bound. Um, Anybody have anything against the Cavs, or y'all want to move on to the Atlantic?
Uh,
Um, I think the Cavs can be number one, but they could end up being number one. But they're on that like on that Baltimore Raven, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills postseason prove it plan. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really
Mm-hmm.
don't give a damn what you do in the regular season anymore. I see what you can do. I'm gonna need to see it in the postseason. I'm gonna need to see you make something shake. And if you can't, then what's the point?
I agree. I
You
agree
be number one
wholeheartedly.
every year if you want to.
I agree wholeheartedly with you.
Toronto was,
Yeah,
and what happened?
Toronto, and
With yeah, with
LeBronto.
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah,
And what
I
happened when
agree.
they
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 are in
met Big
similar
Bad
ilk
Braun
of
and the
that.
boys?
They are in similar ilk of that. I a million percent agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
Um, let's go over to let's go over to the Atlantic. Let's start with Toronto.
okay.
All right, Toronto Raptors. That was a good time talking about the Toronto Raptors.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. No,
How about to
uh,
say, okay?
no, the Toronto Raptors.
They're a lottery team.
They finished third out of fifth in that division. Um, Third out of five teams in that division. I don't see much improvement with with this team. I'm gonna be
It
honest, with
might be some
you.
better improvement, but I think
I'll be real. You got more faith than I do.
Well, they got
Um,
Ingram, so I mean, he can get them two more wins. We just know at this point with Ingram, hey man, just give me my chili. I'm gonna get y'all 20, but I'm just here for the vibes. Him in
yeah, but
Toronto, yeah.
he's the
just
first
since you
one
said
I'm
they
gonna
got
do this to
Ingram,
in our.
how long do they have Ingram? Because he could trip over. He's one of those guys that could trip over a blade of grass and be broke up for the next
I
nine
agree.
months.
Well, let me
He's
tell you
gonna
this,
be the
brother.
first of this. Brandon Ingram is the Kevin Durant of Rudy Gaze,
I get it.
and
I wish he would stay healthy, but yeah, I agree with you.
yeah.
I
Um,
mean, but look, real quick, would you want to stay healthy if you was a multi-millionaire and you was young in Toronto? I'm about to go out.
I am
Oh
going
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
do
Oh,
feel turf toe on a
this whole
basketball court.
summer I would not have been practicing. I would have been at Carabina. I'd have been
Oh, you name dropping now.
OVO Fest. I'd have been at I would have been outside every place in Toronto. I'm not even gonna tell
Toronto
you a
is
lie.
Toronto is one of those teams that I feel like is made up of a lot of cast offs. I think they
Yeah.
drafted Scotty Barnes 5 years ago, and Scotty Barnes has been a one-time All-Star. So I think he's a success. He's just got to keep growing. Um, they acquired
With
Bi. They
Florida.
acquired Emmanuel quickly. Uh, they've acquired Garrett Temple, who's a fit. Good God, has it been 15 years?
Yeah.
Who?
Wow,
But that's
man, I remember when Garrett. Wow,
when you a
He was in
nice
the Paul.
guy.
He was in the whatchamacallit draft. He was in the Paul George draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He was 9, 10. Yeah, Jesus,
Yeah. And
he been getting money a long time.
he's one of them guys that
His
you just like having
his
around your
first year was
team.
09-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means he was
Uh,
Steph Curry draft.
Steph Curry draft. Yeah. Uh, again, Oliver Sarr's there. Rookies wise, though, they did draft Elijah Martin. I'm interested in what Elijah Martin develops to into this league. Now, Elijah Martin, what is he, 6'3"? He's
Yeah, about that.
6'2".
6'3". Yeah.
6'2". Came from FAU, obviously went on that Final Four run, and then transferred to Florida. So he went to back-to-back Final Fours. Um, and well, not back-to-back Final Four. There was a year in between, but he's been to two Final Fours, won a championship with Florida. I think he brings championship pedigree. And what I like about him, even though he is kind of undersized at 6'2", what I do like about Elijah Martin is when you come into the league at 21, 22 years old, there's a lot of maturity that you're not going to deal with because you're not a one and done. You're a guy who's been in a program. Uh, both Florida and Atlantic at that time and Florida were really great programs for college basketball. And I think specifically in the Florida program, what's happened is um, he's had a lot of pro development and a lot of pro guys in his ear showing him how to go the way. And I think that it will help him, especially playing in a city like Toronto, where Toronto, yes, it's a great city, but playing in a city like Toronto, New Orleans requires a lot of discipline. A lot of discipline. It's a lot of temptation, and you're so far away from home that it's you holding yourself down. So drafting somebody this old in Elijah Martin may be good for them. I think, and also R.J. Barrett is there. Again, a team of cast-offs, and there's nothing wrong with R.J. Barrett, but that combination of Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett, Brandon Ingram, now Elijah Martin coming in. I'm just really interested to see what this team does. They also drafted there was someone else that they drafted, and I don't see him right now. Uh
Who
Gosh,
drafted
that
the Raptors drafted?
the Raptors drafted. Oh, Colin Boyles from South Carolina. I'm also
Okay,
really interested to see what he does as a
he's
pro
a
as well.
guard, isn't he?
Forward. Yeah.
Oh,
Six
okay.
seven, 6'7" forward. So his team is interesting. I don't think they win any more than 25 to 30 games. I just don't see it. I
Yeah.
don't
I can
see
see
anything
I
from
can see 30, 35 games.
the cool. Yeah, we'll go 25 to
Be,
35 on the high.
because I think you forgetting Indiana's gonna drop some games, Milwaukee's gonna drop some games, so they're
Yeah.
gonna clean up some little stuff, you
Something,
know.
yeah, for sure. For sure. They are. They are. I agree with you there. So we'll see what happens with this team. All right, let's go to the next team in that division. And this is an interesting division because I think that three teams out of here can make the playoffs, but let's go to the one that I know is not. The Brooklyn Nets. Who? Um Last year they won 26 games. They were fourth out of fifth in this division. I think the fifth one was an anomaly last year just because of health. I don't anticipate that fifth seed to be the fifth seed this year. But they won 26 games. They were 28th in offensive rating, 20th in defensive rating. Jordy Torres is their head coach. Sean Marks still, of course, the executive there. I expect about 23 games out of this roster. There's nothing that. However, they did have a lot of picks this year. They had what, 4 first round picks? Was it? Yeah, they have 4 first round picks. Um, and just looking at their roster, they drafted Drake Powell from UNC, um, Nolan Terrera out of France, uh, Igor Dimin out of BYU, Ben Saraf out of Zambia, Fanbo Zhang out of China, and Danny Wolf from Michigan. Looking at what veterans they're bringing back. Of course, well, not veterans, but they're bringing back Drew Timmy, who was, of course, the NCAA tournament sensation out of Gonzaga. But this team doesn't have anybody on in this roster older than 6 years in the league, and that's Michael Porter Jr., who comes in as a champion, but there's always been talks of uh, his maturity, to say the least. So I'm gonna be real with you. They got Terrence Mann there also as a 6 year guy. Uh, 25 games, maybe 25 games, y'all. I don't see nothing else.
23, because now you got Michael Porter on there who don't give a you know
Yeah,
what.
yeah, I just don't see it, man. I'm sorry,
Cam
bro. I
Thomas,
don't.
they got to get his situation in order too.
Yeah, I don't see it. And Cam Thomas is still on this league as well, and on this team as well. Um, I did not know Cam Thomas was from Japan. Never knew that.
Is he mixed or he was just an army
Uh,
brat? Does it say?
Probably an army
Probably
brat.
so. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Army Brat. I had no idea Cam Thomas was from Japan. I want to look more into that. Anywho, yeah, man. I mean, bro, it is what it is. It's 25 to 30 games. There's nothing. They're not contending for the playoffs. Let's go to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now let's talk about an interesting team. Ooh, okay, here's the thing. Healthy, right? This is a 50-win team.
Healthy. Okay.
Healthy. This is a 50-win team. Hurt. This is a 25-win team like last year. I
Get
do
ready for
have
25.
I do have higher expectations for them. I am of the, as Mo says, um I'm very optimistic, and I am with this team. Jared McCain, I was really excited to see what he's going to develop into as a pro. Tyrese Maxey's an all-star. Kelly Oubre Jr., really great pro. Andre Drummond's a great cleanup guy for a backup for Joel Embiid. PG, look, okay, I got to go with the totality, and I just do. PG last year played 41 games and averaged 16, 5, and 3. I mean, 5 and 4. Um, I'm not as hard on PG as a lot of, I don't think he's returning back to all-star form. But I think last year was an anomaly because healthy the year before, he averaged 22 a game and was an all-star. And the year before that, he averaged 23 a game and was an all-star. The trends are telling me that we're en route for a potential all-star year, even though I don't think it happens. I could see 20 points a game coming from P. Absolutely. I'm not ready to throw P to the wayside yet. I don't think he's done enough to warrant that. I think he had an anomaly of an injury year. And I also think that part of it is once the rest of the team was breaking down, there's no point in bringing a veteran like him back if you're not contending for the playoffs. So, all things considered, I do think that Paul George had an anomaly year, and I think that he's got one more All Star level year, even if he doesn't get voted in, one more All Star level year in him this year.
God
Um,
bless. Get well soon. Because
yeah.
that ain't gonna happen, bro. Shit be sinking. He there just for the snow, double entendre with his personal
Yes.
life and the
Triple
paycheck.
entendre.
Yeah. So
Nah.
with them, look, and it's only one basketball. Because you got Jared McCain coming back, who could have been rookie of the year. Shouts out to my guy.
Yep.
Uh you got what's
Tyrese
the guy?
Maxey was an all star.
Yeah, you got what's the guy? TJ, or who's the other guy that they always
Who?
talk about? He was
There. I
balling
mean,
towards the end of the season. Is it P?
uh,
It's
And
something
I'm
with an
just
acronym.
just for you, Earl. Yeah, his mama was in the army.
okay. So his mom was in the army. Okay, cool. Okay.
Shouts out to her. But yeah,
Um,
it
yeah, I'm with you.
Quentin
And
Grimes. Quentin
Quentin
Grimes.
Grimes. Yeah, yeah, Quentin Grimes. Yes, Quentin
Yeah,
Grimes.
yeah. So you got them, and then you got the rookie they drafted, the African guy. I forgot his name. So it's like then
Oh no, no,
Joel
no. We about to
Embiid.
get to that because they just
Yeah,
drafted VJ Edgecombe as
yeah.
well, who was hooping at Baylor last year. You're right. There's not enough basketballs to go around. VJ's going to get a lot of burn. Probably at the off guard because Tyrese Maxey's obviously the point guard. VJ's probably going to be the starting two.
Okay, so then you got to put Quentin at the three where he was before, but he can also
What
play the
about
two.
McCain?
He got to come off the bench.
McCain's coming off the bench. Paul George, you're not bringing $50 million off the bench. Paul George is
You
your
have
starting
to.
three.
I
At this
agree.
point, I
Yeah,
think
He's
you
I
have
agree.
he's a,
to.
he's a starting three. You not bringing $50 off the
You
bench.
got
Just
to.
just just in what goes into the
You ain't got to do
contract
nothing.
of amount. Just in what goes
No,
into the
let me
contract
land.
touches alone.
Let me
Okay,
land,
go good.
y'all. Look.
Okay.
Because look, at this point, him even playing 35 to 40, he gonna be like, oh, my knee hurt, which justifiable because the man leg almost broke off. You feel
hmm
me?
It
His
did.
shit was like snapper. So I understand why it's accumulating now. Now I'm with y'all. I'm not disagreeing with y'all because it's logical. If I'm paying this dude $50 million,
He
why
has
you
to
come
start.
off the bench? But at the same time, it's like, can we have him play? Obviously, he ain't gonna play no 82 games, but let's say back in my day, you want to play 82 games plus the playoffs when we really need him for the playoffs. Because to be honest with y'all, it's kind of now or never for this whole Joe Embiid winning the
Oh,
championship for the
absolutely. This roster
76ers
is now
thing.
or never. They have to win the championship this year.
You got everything that
They
you
have to.
need and then some, except for stem cells. That's all they missing. Just give them some
Uh
stem
huh.
cells, they'll be all right. But there's no excuse other than health why y'all can't win the
hmm
championship even. Because I mean, like, let's say OKC go back. They got more height on them. Now,
Yeah.
OKC got more defense, but they got more hype on them. Like you got Joe Embiid, he's bodying Isaiah, Black King Whiteside, and then you got Chet, he bodying him. So it's kind of now or never. But again, it's one basketball, and you got everybody that need the pill that can get you 18 to 20.
Yep. 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 Um, I agree with everything that you said. Only thing I'm gonna disagree with is just the when you talk about contracts and everything else, there's certain touches that you got to have in the league that goes to you starting,
Mhm.
but there's still not enough basketball around for PG to be a 20 some odd point a game guy unless they are going to take the Clippers approach when the Clippers had all that talent, and I mean
Mm.
all that talent. So we'll see. They also are bringing back Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon, which of course those guys at this point
Damn, they
are more.
68.
Yeah. Kyle Lowry's in 19, going into his 20th year, and Eric Gordon going into his 18th year. Joel Embiid, Quentin. Let's start with Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes obviously proved himself that he's a roster guy as well. They
Yeah.
also have Imani Bates on that team, which okay. Jabari
Damn.
Walker's on that, yeah. But VJ Edgecombe, you have to start the rookie
Yeah.
Big
because you got to know
Bibby,
what you got. You got to know what you got.
March on Bahamaland.
Also true. Also true. But the thing about Joel Embiid is once we talk about taking bones out of your hip to replace a knee, we are on the downside of Joel Embiid's career, whether we want to admit it or not. Now, if he plays 55 games next year, I think whenever he's on the court, look, last year he averaged 23. I'll tell you, in the 19 games he played, he averaged 23, 8, and 4. Um, Look, Joel Embiid is a top five player when he's healthy. The problem is he's healthy every time that a shuttle lands out of Kennedy Space Center.
Okay.
That is not a lot.
But
Also,
when
too.
he's healthy, he's an MVP. I mean, you talk about a guy that averages almost 35 points a game.
Dude, when he's healthy, he's probably the most talented center we've ever seen, and that's
Bro,
saying a lot.
listen, bro.
I said talent,
I'm
not
telling
better.
you,
I'm not.
listen.
I
You
said
want to talk
talent.
about
Yeah,
game wise, he's better than every center in the league, and yes, including him.
like I'm
But it's
talking
just
about pure
availability.
talent. Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
His game, yeah,
You're not
he's
supposed to be 7'2", 300 pounds because ain't no fucking 280. The
mm-mm,
motherfucker about 360,
mm-mm,
360
able to do
pounds.
that.
Yeah.
Look, and I love Joker, I do. But his the thing is, as much as yeah, Joker's a better facilitator. Joel Embiid defensively is better. He scores at a higher clip than him. He
I don't
just
give a
yeah.
shit. He's not on the court.
Well, that's what we
That no
saying.
no no.
Yeah,
We just talking about the ability. That's all we saying.
yeah.
That's all.
I
That's
Let's
feel
all.
say
you,
in an
but
alternate
like
universe, if he
Yeah.
was healthy, this dude is probably the best player in the league, if not number
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
man,
So
if
look.
my grandmama had wheels, she would have been a bike. Like, come on, bruh. With the
How we know she ain't though?
hold on now.
You don't
Look.
believe in Granny, bro? Come on.
She ain't got no
Yo,
wheels.
y'all niggas play too much.
Listen, 101 Granny probably smoking Joe Embiid at this point. It's over, bro. And you know how, never
I
mind. I'm about
might
to,
take you on that.
they
Oh,
sometimes
We're
they
not
lie
gonna
about they,
disrespect Joel, man.
I
nah,
love
yeah,
Joel though. I love Joe. I think Joel, regardless, is already a Hall of Famer. I think
yeah,
Joel
which
I
is
don't.
insane to say.
I
Yeah.
don't.
yeah.
I
Well,
do
no,
not.
well,
Wait,
Wait,
hold
hold
on.
on.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
He's a
whoa.
7-time All Star, 7-time All NBA, and an MVP, and like a 2-time
I
scoring
know
champ.
he's
He's
gonna
a Hall
get
of
in.
Famer.
I listen. I
He's a
want
Hall
you
of
to
Famer.
understand.
And check this
Here
out.
comes Hypocrite Dell. Here comes Hypocrite.
He's a 3-time All
You don't always
Defensive
have to
Player,
point it out,
2-time
Mo.
scorer champ,
You
All Rookie,
know I
MVP,
love you, Dell.
7-time All
No
Star,
matter what.
5-time All NBA first team. Come on, bro.
I
Also, check
don't
this
MVP.
out.
disagree that he's going to make it. Well,
Dell,
Oh
you
I'm
yeah.
just
know,
talking about my opinion.
No,
Oh
you're
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
check
All right.
this
Dell, you
Yeah.
know
out.
I
Yeah.
still love you, man.
It's the NBA Hall of Fame. They put Reggie Miller in the Hall of Fame, bruh.
Yeah,
Whoa,
but see, Joel is
Reggie
him.
Miller ain't no fucking Hall of Famer.
Reggie Miller's not a Hall of Famer.
I've been saying that for
I don't think
years.
so either. But hey, man, I'm not getting into that today.
Love T Mac.
I
He in
also
the Hall
don't
of
think
Fame.
he's top 75 either. But whatever, or top
Hell
70
Reggie
should I
no.
say?
Miller is not a Hall of Famer.
I
No,
don't think so.
hell
I
no.
think
The
he's really good, but I
Indiana
don't think he's a Hall
Pacers
of Famer.
all-time leading scorer is not a Hall of Famer.
No.
See, the only thing that makes me respect him being in the Hall is that he had over 20,000 points. I think anybody who scored over 20,000 should be. But
I would push that up to 25, but I feel you.
Yeah, like
Well
let's.
no,
now.
I'm gonna go 20. It's not that many guys. It's 20,000 point a game.
Y'all
No,
might
I'm
not like
saying this.
Reggie Miller as a commentator, but we're not going to disrespect Reggie.
No, this had
No,
nothing to do with him as a conversation. I just
yeah.
think that he was. Okay,
Mo, I've
he's a
been
Hall
watching
of
Reggie
Famer,
Miller
but
play
he's not a
basketball since
first ballot
'94.
class leading Hall of Famer. You're
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
He is a Hall of Famer. He's not a first ballot class leading, and I don't think he was top 75.
Check this
But
out.
I
Chris
digress.
Mullin in the Hall of Fame. With all due respect, and I like Chris Mullin. He in the Hall of Fame.
It's called a basketball Hall of Fame. It's not called the
You're right.
NBA.
You're right.
Okay, cool.
You're right.
So, how many national titles did Reggie Miller win at UCLA?
None.
None.
UCLA
Again, it's
hasn't
the
won a
25,000
championship.
points.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what it is.
it's more
Okay.
into it. Your basketball, he's an Olympian. He's a
Yeah.
five-time. He's like a
He's a what, 2-time Olympian? No, yeah, was he on 2000 as well?
no, he wasn't on 2000. He was
He was
Okay,
just
just
he's
in
just on 96.
'96.
He's yeah,
like,
96.
come
Uh
on, man. Like, I
yeah, no,
get it.
I'm
We
not
don't like. I
disrespecting him.
get it.
I
A
just
lot of
think
people
that
don't like Reggie Miller, but I'm not gonna act like he's
look,
not all.
okay, here's the thing. For me, I think Mitch Richmond got a better case, which he's in the hall too, but
That's what I'm
Mitch was a
saying,
better
bro.
player.
It's the NBA Hall of Fame. They put
Sugar Ray
everybody in
was a
there,
Hall of
bro.
Famer, or Sugar Ray is a
So
Hall of
you
Fame. I
telling
just
me
think
you would take Mitch Richmond over Reggie Miller?
as a player, absolutely, and twice on Sundays, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
He had a
Reggie,
whip, bro.
as a play, he did win.
No, he had a whip. I'm trying to do my best
Oh no,
Indiana
he won.
impersonation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he won. Yes, I would take Mitch Richmond over
At
Reggie.
their
Absolutely.
peak, at their
Yeah.
peak,
Yes.
Mitch Richmond is
Yeah.
not better than Reggie.
Yes,
Yes, he
he
is.
is.
At both of their peak, no. Let's
Look,
Would
the
you like
old
me to
man
prove
is
it?
telling you, Mo, that he's
Would you
better. I
like
was
me to
watching
prove
it
it?
live.
no, you could be 40 years older than me. That don't
Okay, hold
change
on,
the
hold on,
fact.
hold on. Let's do
I
this.
am. Look at
Let's
my
do this. Let's
hairline.
do this. Let's do this. Mitch Richmond. Let's do this. I can't. All right. For his career, averages 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Okay.
Yeah.
At his peak. Now listen to this. This is every year. Came
Okay.
out
We both have
22,
internet, Earl.
22,
I'm not
24,
James Harden. I have
22,
internet too.
22,
22. That's what I'm
20,
saying.
23, 22,
Okay.
23,
That's what I'm
23,
saying.
26, 23, 20, 18, 17, 16, and then it fell off in LA at 4. Reggie, mind you, Mitch
18.
Richmond, 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, and All-Star MVP, whatever. Reggie,
Give it to him.
for
Pause.
for his career. I'm sorry, I just typed in Reggie Theus.
That works as well.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do
He's
that. Go ahead.
he's coaching at Cookman. Okay.
He is.
Oh,
Shout out
wait.
to
Oh,
Reggie.
what'd you type in? The guy who
Earl,
stole
I got it
funny
for
from
you.
Reggie
jail?
Miller,
Reggie Miller, third.
18.2
What?
a game, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He's
Okay,
a
cool.
5-time All Star, 3-time All NBA.
Okay,
Now, let's
Not
go,
enough.
Reggie. 10, 16,
20.
24,
No, no, no,
22,
no. You like to
20.
round. You like to round up. You like to round up. 25. Since you like to
Okay, I'm
round
sorry. I'm
things
sorry.
up.
10, 16, 25, 23, 21, 21, 20, 20, 21, 21, 20, 18, 18, 18, 16, 12, 10, 14.8, 5, 15. Give
So
me the
on.
guy who made more All Stars and more All NBAs, man.
Ah,
Thank you. And average 20.
And was Rookie of the Year and averaged 21 for his career. I'm
oh
sorry.
man, give me the
Rich,
guy. How much career? How much total career points he has?
Reggie played longer.
And don't do that shit.
No, he played long. I know that Reggie has like 25, 25K. I know that. Mitch still
So
was a better player.
no, he wasn't.
We just
Because
gave you
you
the
talk about
stats,
one
dog.
man. Wait. At their peak, right? Is one of those guys played on a much better team, and one guy played on a less team, and you had the game plan for the guy on the lesser team. So we're not going to act like that's not a thing.
Wait, what? I'm confused about that one.
Wait,
Hold on,
wait.
hold on, hold on.
So
Wait, wait.
you telling me those Warriors team were not better than the Pacers team?
Mitch was
Absolutely
never
not.
an all-star on the Warriors.
Yeah, Mitch was
He
never
didn't
an
get there
all.
till he got to the Heat.
He
He
was a
didn't become
rookie,
an All
yeah,
Star.
until he got the sack.
Yeah, cool. Even better. Cool. Both that team was ass. Let's not act like people didn't get plan to stop Reggie Miller
I'm
in
not saying
bigger
they didn't. They
moments.
game
In
plan. You
bigger.
game plan for
Wait,
the
wait. I'm
guy.
gonna take a
What I'm
page out of
saying is
Dell
this.
book. I'm gonna
Okay,
take a
let's
page
look at it
out of
this way.
Dell book, and I'm gonna use the bigger moment.
All
In
right,
the
y'all.
bigger
We
moment,
getting into this conversation about Mitch and Reggie. Come on, man.
Hey,
no,
this
Yeah,
more
we
entertaining than
do,
the
we
Eastern
do, we
Conference,
do.
brother.
Yeah, I'm about to say we do got to.
yeah,
But for what it's worth,
for the
the
bigger.
only person that kept him from being first team All NBA for 5 years was Michael Jordan.
Yo, what? Michael Jordan did that to a lot of people in the '90s. Allen, you
Yeah, but
started that.
specifically him, he was a second team All NBA.
Oh,
He was
that's
in his
Because it is the
division.
same division. Yeah.
Like he was second team All NBA.
He was basically going across the street, which Indiana
Oh, he was the
and
second
Chicago,
best
yeah.
two guard of his era.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
I'm still taking Reggie, bro.
no, no, I respect it. I
We
Hey,
respect it.
see,
I
we
just
if
see
it
him win
wasn't
the game.
Reggie, it was Sidney Moncrief, all right?
and look at it this way, right? Look at it this way. Reggie played how many? 18 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch played 14 and had 20,000 points. Reggie
cool.
played 18 and had 25,000 points.
That's cool.
At their peaks, Mitch was better.
Okay, cool. Trey Young has more career points than Kawhi. Like that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but these guys are so similar as far as tier of players. This is a little more nuanced than that. But feel you,
And the
bro.
thing is with Reggie too, he had shit. You could make an argument he had a better team than Jordan in '98.
No,
Yeah,
don't
in
stop.
'98, yes you can. Yes you
No,
can.
no,
Yes, you
no, no.
can.
We
In
cannot do
'98,
that.
yes you can.
You
Top to
cannot
bottom,
do
yes you can.
that. How are you gonna say that when the Bulls won more games than the Pacers?
They
Not in '98.
oh in '98, no, they weren't. The Pacers were the number one seed.
No, they
Yeah.
wasn't. The Bulls were.
Bro, the Pacers were the number one seed. They had home court advantage in that one.
Well, I was there. I'm telling you.
In 97, 98, the Pacers, I'm about to right
They
now,
went to
hold on.
Game
97,
Seven and they
98.
played in Chicago. How you tell?
97, 98. Hold on.
Chicago did.
That was the last
Games,
Game Seven Michael Jordan ever played against the Pacers. It was in Chicago.
it was in Chicago?
Yes, I watched that game with my father. You think I'm making this up?
I'm sorry, you're right. My
Yes.
bad. My
Like,
fault, gang. My
what are you
fault.
It was
Okay,
still,
I'm cool. My bad.
You think
My
I'm just
fault.
making this up?
damn
Okay, fine.
OG. We stand
I
corrected.
was wrong on that.
No,
But
no, 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 no. You niggas sounding super confident.
I still stand on the fact that outside of Michael Jordan that year,
Not,
outs,
you got it, bro. Y'all got
outside of Michael Jordan, outside of now listen to this. That team had Rick Smits,
Mitts,
Jalen Rose, Chris
the
Mullin,
Davis brothers.
Mark Jackson, Dale and Antonio Davis, Austin Crozier, and Travis Best. Bro, that's a better team than what the
That's
Bulls
a
had
better
that year.
team, right? Now, let's say that team has Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman. Three guys on the top 75 and
Okay, now
on the
I
top 50
understand it,
list.
but what were they playing like that year? None of those guys were all stars except Mike.
I mean, even when Rodman joined the Bulls, he was never an all star.
Right. And Pippen wasn't an all-star since the 96, 97 season. And remember, Pippen played half that year with a
Yeah,
bad
but
back.
but but let's not act like Earl. I'm gonna use your word now. Let's not act like nuance is not a thing. Let's not act like chemistry for 9 years is not a thing.
I agree with you, but I still think that talent wise, the Pacers were a better team that year.
No, they wasn't, bro.
Bruh, they had the
That's
height.
fine. Listen,
They
we
had
do got more teams.
scores.
We got a couple more teams to get through, but I disagree. Look, let's get to the pace. The Sixers. It could either go one or two ways. Healthy, they could win 50 games. Hurt 25 to 30.
I got
25,
them.
30.
I got them in the play-in.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that as well. I got them in the play-in. Um, I really do.
No,
Let's
I
go with
think
the most interesting team. Oh, go ahead. I'm just loading up the next team.
okay, yeah, just I'll be quick about this. So if let's say Joe Embiid and it's inevitable, not wishing it, but it's gonna happen. Paul George
Hmm.
and Joe Embiid get hurt. I think they still make that seventh, eighth seed because it's the Eastern Conference, and then you got enough scorers on that team.
They got a lot of pieces. It's just all their pieces got hurt last year too. That's the thing. That's what's what in the
Yeah,
hell? I did not know that. The year that the Celtics went to the finals, 21-22, Robert Williams was their top player in win shares.
Yep, he was
Huh.
just
yeah. I wish they can get him back, man, because
Okay.
he on the
Is he still
Trailblazers. I
he's still
don't
in
know.
Portland, right?
Yeah, just he's just there. But
All
now
right.
I mean, he actually might get some burn now since DeAndre left.
Yeah, for sure. All right. The Celtics won 61 games last.
Yeah,
Or
I think he
like
made
fighting
second.
for it, yeah. Fighting for it, yeah, something of that nature. He probably was. I gotta go look it up.
freaking man evening.
Yeah. Um, this team has lost a lot. It's going to be a very interesting team this year. The Boston Celtics returning Joe Mazzulla's team. They won 61 games, second in the NBA Eastern Conference last year. Won 61 games last year. I don't anticipate they win 61 this year, but I do still think they're a 50-win team. He was second team. Okay. This team will be without Jason Tatum for the season. I know he's. Oh, I'm gonna try and push. Jason, sit down. Don't
Nah, I think
ruin
he
your
gonna come
career
back
over
by
trying to prove
January.
something.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm with y'all, but he gonna come back by January.
he's going to try to. I
The
think
way our
no, not
sports medicine
probably
is today,
March.
the way our
Uh,
sports medicine is, that man is coming back by March.
Hey, stem
Yeah,
cells, brother.
yeah. They've lost a lot, but they brought in some player. They got Wendell Moore Jr. Jalen Briggs is returning. Ron Harper Jr. is apparently on the Celtics this year. Um,
Wait, what? I thought he.
Earl, you funny.
I was about to
Ron
say.
Harper
Hold on, I
Jr.
got
is on.
confused.
Earl,
They
stop. Stop.
um
Stop.
Anthony Simons is probably their biggest acquisition in the offseason. I really like Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
I
I
really do. I
mean,
like
if he's
Anthony.
starting at the one,
So this tells me that if they're going Anthony Simons, they got him. They'll probably go with him and
White
Derek White. I guess Derek
put
White starts.
Derek.
If not, Peyton Pritchard, and then they're gonna put Jalen Brown at the three.
Yeah, for this rotation right now, yeah. And then when Jason come back, well, you could do that. Then put him at the four.
Luca Garza is there as their forward center.
Who is a center?
Bro, I don't know because they just lost Al Horford. Um,
This is gonna be a really good AAU
Yeah,
team,
Luca Garza is their projected starting center. Um,
and they gotta throw defense away with this team, bro. Well, to a certain
this
extent,
team is really interesting. I don't know. The projections are 62-20. I just don't see that with this roster, but a lot of things
62 to
happen
20.
inside
Who
of it.
said
I
that?
don't see it. I'm comfortable.
I'll give him
I mean,
48.
somehow, yeah, I can't see Joe Mazzulla sliding past like 45 wins. That's about
I'll
where I
give him
got this team.
48. In the East with Joe coaching them, because he gonna win coach of the year. I'll give him 48.
He's a really
48,
great
24.
strategist, man. He's a
Yeah.
really great strategist, bro. One of the best in the game.
Well, you see, he ain't got
Um,
no facial hair and he ain't got no pupils. He just be
yeah,
looking.
He just be looking. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Believe in God.
yeah. That
Very,
too.
very a lot. That's how you know he gonna win. When
This
you
is the year I
super
expect
super
Jalen
Christian, yeah,
Brown to make second team All NBA.
you by yourself on that one.
He has to. He got no
He
other
has,
choice.
he has to.
He's a one time
Remember he
All
had,
NBA, but dog, this is the year that you as good as you say you are. Okay,
Who
well let's
Jalen?
that's but that's why.
Jalen Brown.
But that's why, cause he, hey man, me and Earl watch wrestling. He worked himself into a shoot, brother. So with him, with all that, I'm gonna take over the team talk. It's not enough.
I want to see what happens. I really want to see what happens with this team. I feel like they should have tried to go get something else for that front court, but I'm gonna go
Uh,
45.
he just Latrell Sprewell with better defense, man.
I mean, I like Jalen's game, despite
It's
how
not
I
good.
feel about
Not
it.
enough for me.
Yeah, I don't see it. All right, last team in the Eastern Conference, the New
The
York Knickerbockers,
best team in the East.
Yeah,
the best team in the East. They're the other team that I have on finals watch. Um,
The best team in the East. They
I
have
only
to.
have two potential teams making the finals out of the East, and that's them or Cleveland. Last
well,
year, the Knicks won 51 games. Y'all got to be
The Magic
healthy,
ain't
so
making the finals
y'all
yet.
got to be healthy. The Knicks won 51 games last year.
Yo, you're gonna be all right, man.
But they are bringing in a new head coach. Despite winning 51 games, Tom Thibodeau was let go. Um,
I don't like that.
I don't
Yeah.
like it either, but I'm not here to argue it
Hey,
today.
but at the same time, Mo, you gotta appreciate all Knicks fans. They don't want Jalen Brunson to go into cardiac arrest, dog.
Yeah, I, I, I don't want to argue with Knicks fans about this in the comment, but I will say I just don't agree with it. But hey, man, whatever.
I don't either, but
Salute,
Thibodeau, bro, he will play
salute.
you till you
He will.
pass
He
out.
he absolutely will. And I think that he didn't always.
I ain't like the way how they did Tibbs with
I ain't like it either, but
different
it's over
laws.
now. But I do, and I am a fan of who they brought in as the new head coach.
I ain't.
Um,
Mike a solid.
Mike Brown.
Mike a
I
solid.
like Mike Brown. I like Mike Brown a lot. Mike Brown did not get a fair shake to me in Sacramento.
Hey, Earl, you
Um,
by yourself because the great Bean, remember how you looked at him when he was on the bench and Mike
well,
Brown?
so here's the thing, and I so I got to give him his credit if I'm gonna give it. Mike Brown also won the Pacific with the Lakers too. The problem is they gutted that roster, took the point guard element out of that roster, and just said make do what you do, and that was a real big issue with that roster. Mike Brown also, to his credit, led Andrew Bynum to being a All Star center. So I got to give credit where it's due. If I'm gonna knock him for the knocks as well, they took they took a lot from that roster. They took away Derek Fisher, brought in Ramon Sessions, and then the next year brought in Steve Nash. So they took a lot. I mean, sure, we had Jody Meeks as a viable option in that roster. It's
Yeah.
just not
And
gonna
Robert
happen.
Sackery,
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, Robert, like, come on, man. Anton Jameson was brought in.
Chris
Like,
Cave, man.
to, uh, anywho,
Hey,
back
check this out.
to today's
Earl, my fault to cut you off.
no,
I
you
just got
good.
to slander. You know me. I got to slander people every now and then. Well, often.
Hmm.
Derek Fisher, anything bad happens, I'm happy. Let's move on.
I'm with you. Uh, the Knicks lost in the conference finals last year, 2-4 to the Indiana Pacers. They won 51 games last year. With the Pacers being out, I don't think that the Pacers being out means that they're going to go jump to 60 wins, but I do think in the playoffs this eliminates a real threat to getting out of the East, and it really only puts, to me, one in a possible as a viable opponent for them. And that'd be the Cleveland Cavaliers as well as the Orlando Magic. Orlando, I'm only not putting there because of health. I got to see it happen. But Orlando to me is the second option for the Eastern Conference Finals. But in one way, shape, or another, we will have a mix of Orlando, New York, and Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals. To me, if I had to go a really, really dark horse, my bias is not going to keep the Bucks out of a potential for a playoff run just because I believe in Giannis Antetokounmpo. But hell no, hell no.
Bro, the East is
All right,
so
let's
trash.
get to the Knicks. They added some pieces, and boy, did they! First of all, again, they replaced Tom Thibodeau with Mike Brown, so hopefully it works out for them, man. Because there's a lot of Knicks fans that'll tell you, "Hey, man, it had to be done." Others that say they shouldn't have done it. So whatever. But let's get to that roster. Um, Carl Anthony Towns is returning along with Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, hopefully, he has a full season with them. Josh Hart is back. Miles McBride, OG Ananobi, who again I still don't think is worth $200 million. But hey, not my team, not my problem. Jalen Brunson, probably the most underpaid man for value in the NBA. Look, I think that Jalen Brunson, all things considered, has a viable argument for top point guard in the league. Um, Yeah, I just do. I think I can't ignore 27 a game and what, 7 assists or some shit like that. I can't ignore it. Along with the winning. The winning is what makes the big difference for me.
Yeah, he's the
But
best point guard in
you
the
know,
league to me, besides Steph
yeah,
Curry.
it's either him or Trey Young now that Tyrese Maxey's not there. And I think the Steph still is fighting for that. But again, like I always say, Steph is a combo guard in this league.
But
But I
that's the
digress.
same thing we can say
But
about these
he is
individuals.
he is a point guard,
Yeah,
whatever. The real good acquisition I like that they finally got some depth at is the point guard position. Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. They also have Mikal Bridges returning. Alex Lynn is back to help out with that. Jordan Jordan
the
Clarkson
Lakers.
is a good. Jordan Clarkson's a good backup point guard. He's a combo guard, yes, but remember he's still only 6'3". Um,
But again, everybody's a combo guard.
yeah,
Not to be
but
that well
Jordan
actually
Clarkson is
guy. I love you. It's
yeah
not to be that well actually guy. It's just I got the
yeah
old
no for
school
sure.
mindset. Like, hey man, everybody,
Yeah,
these
and they
all these
also
guys just
acquired a
score.
former Rookie of the Year, Malcolm Brogdon.
Damn, they got him too.
Yeah, they acquired
Hey
Malcolm
man,
Brogdon in the
hey
offseason.
Mo, y'all going to the finals
Um,
though. I didn't even know that.
no, Mo a Laker fan. Mo not a Knicks fan. He a Laker fan.
Well, whoever a
But
Nick fan, all two of y'all, yeah, y'all going to the finals, bro. I ain't.
um, Landry Shamet, Alex Lynn is the backup center. So I think this Knicks team honestly is built for a deep run in the playoffs. And I think if you're talking about a guy who does well with maximizing a roster, it's Mike Brown. We saw Mike Brown win 60 games. Yes, LeBron was there, but he also did win that 60 games plus with LeBron and that crew
And Ira
back in the
Newby,
2000s and Ira Newble, so on and so forth.
Eric
But
Snow.
also, um, yeah, and by the way, Eric Snow, you got to hit, anyway, man. You look damn ridiculous.
Hey man,
Uh,
what would Scott Steiner say to Eric Snow?
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. I think the Knicks have a good chance to win 60 games. I am putting them on 60 alert. This team can win 60 games.
I got him at
I heard
62.
that the coach who kept them out of potentially 9 to 10 wins last year is gone. So I'm putting y'all on 60 alert. I think the low end is 48, high end 60.
I got him at 62.
Okay. 62.
That Malcolm acquisition makes a big
I
difference.
like it. I
Obviously,
like it. I
he
like it.
was a big part of that Bucks team. He's
Hmm.
now he's a vet. Yeah, you got another guy that could shoot the three, but he plays defense as well. You got Mikhail that could play defense and shoot. Shit, everybody can play for the most part defense and shoot,
Yeah.
except for
Yeah.
Jalen, but that's not his job. And it's the East again. Jason don't come back. 62 wins. Who else gonna win?
Yeah. I think they replaced I agree with you. I think they replaced the Celtics as that team that wins near 60 games along with obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we'll see. Um, let's go around the room. I'm not going to ask for all eight. Pause. Yo.
That's crazy.
Uh, Banks, give me yes. Give me 18. Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. We'll do eight. Give me 8 teams to make the playoffs for you.
Well, this is easy because it's the East. Uh, you got Knicks,
Hmm.
Celtics,
Hmm.
Bucks,
Hmm.
Pistons,
Hmm.
Cavs.
Hmm.
You said the Heat, but shit, I might have to say them by default. Um, yeah, the Magic,
Hmm.
Damn, I might have to say the Heat because just because, I can't think of
I
nobody
agree.
else. The Heat, and then did I say the Knicks already? Yeah, I said the Knicks
Yeah,
first.
Knicks already. Yep.
Uh, damn, the East is
Yes.
trash.
You on 7 and 8?
The Pacers.
Pacers. That's seven. Give me one more.
Damn, I thought I gave you 8 balls. Uh, I, fuck, man. I guess the Hornets. I don't know. The East is
Okay.
trash.
The Hornets. All right. I ain't mad at it.
I can't think of nobody
Dale,
else.
give me your 8 teams to make the playoffs. Yep. 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 hmm
Oh, damn, that's who I forgot. That's who I forgot.
You want to Boston? Okay. You want to swap Hawks and Charlotte for yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Atlanta half breeze.
Yeah.
They got a lot of light skinned people on there, bro. Hey, don't let me get started.
Y'all can tune in to tangents easy and everywhere.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hey, I got my Christoph take, bro. I hope he got a hazmat suit.
Go ahead.
Galactus go to
You're on
Atlanta,
six. You're on
Earl,
six.
Earl Galactus go to Atlanta.
Galactus going to choke as soon as he eat Atlanta.
The
Anyways,
real COVID.
uh,
Go ahead, brother.
as soon as he take a bite of what's that
Some
hospital?
lemon
Grady
pepper.
Hospital. Ooh,
Yeah. Magic
go
City
ahead.
floor.
Oh, my
Come
turn.
on. No, no, no. I'm waiting on Dell. You got 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. Yep. So 7 and 8. That's it. That's 7 and 8. No, no, no. You gave me 7 and 8. Sorry. Pause again.
Pause.
Um,
All right. Mo, let me get your playoff seedings.
I got Cavs, Knicks. I'm gonna throw Orlando at the third seed, Boston fourth, Milwaukee fifth, Pistons six. Uh, I'll throw Atlanta seventh,
Mhm.
and just they're still the reigning Eastern Conference champ. I'll throw the Pacers number eight.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna go not in any order. Knicks, Bucks, Cavs, Magic, Pistons, Hawks,
Yeah.
Hawks, um, Sixers. Okay.
Damn, I didn't
Sixers.
mention the Sixers. That's all I'm like, because we don't know how it plays out.
Let's see. I said
Damn, the East is trash. That's all I keep saying. Well, we got
no.
to
It's
really
not.
think
It's a
about it.
few. It's a few teams fighting for that last one.
All of them.
I said
And we don't
Knicks,
even need it to
Bucks,
play in.
Knicks, Bucks,
Pistons.
Pistons, Magic,
Yeah.
Sixers, Cavs,
The Heat. But I shouldn't have took out the Heat
Miami,
for the
yes,
76ers.
Miami,
Yeah.
Miami,
'Cause I have no idea who's on the Heat roster. I shouldn't have said the 76ers.
and yeah, that's my last. Miami's my last. They ate. They
So
ate.
not to take up
And
yeah.
LA, yeah, I already said it. I said the Hawks already.
Yeah, so not to take up too much time.
Oh, you good?
Like realistically, dude, like I should have said the 76ers over the Heat, but like
The
does it
health
really
thing has
matter?
me kind of iffy, but
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah.
man. I forgot the Sixers.
But
Yeah,
we
the
see, but
health
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. We all did, and we it's
That's what I
like
say. The East ain't as bad as a lot of people think, man. It's just
it's not
health,
enough.
because it's
Yeah.
you have every right to not.
But
You
it's
have every right to
insane.
not.
But think about what we all saying. We're saying that we would rather go with the Heat over the 76ers, and I couldn't name you but three players on the Heat.
Yeah, but well, yeah, you can name three players on the Heat.
Yeah,
I mean, Tyler Hero, Wiggs, and
Wa-
Bam
Triple
and Bam.
Joaquin. What's his name? Joaquin
Yeah,
on there.
Jaime Jaquez, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, no,
Eddie
you
Guerrero.
got players. It's just um, yeah. But look, give me an MVP candidate out of the East. Give me
Giannis
two MVP
Antetokounmpo.
candidates: Giannis Antetokounmpo and who else?
Jalen Bronson.
Giannis and I got Giannis and Paolo.
Mm.
I like it. Okay, I'm going with Giannis and Jalen Brunson. Um, yeah, that's I'm going Giannis and Jalen Brunson. Uh, and Rookie of the Year, contender. I have
Out the
my pick
East.
already. Yeah,
Either will happen.
DJ.
It will happen.
76ers player.
VJ Edgecombe, same.
Yeah.
DJ
VJ,
Esco.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, listen. Think we done it, done did it, and done got mad at it and don't want to know more. Y'all know where y'all can find us each and every week. It's the new GFTS podcast. Find us on all your social. Go ahead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Shout out to everybody, all of our brother and them everywhere, which and way. Shout to well, it's 12:39. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm tired. But that being said, thank y'all for all tuning in. Banks, appreciate you falling through, brother. Um, you know what I'm saying? We know we can find you the hardest working man in podcasting. Um, that's
That's
a
a
fact.
lie. But hey,
Yeah.
patreon.com/RAO podcast. Catch
Yes,
Earl
that
on
for
that too
sure.
with the tangents, you feel me?
Yep.
Otherwise than that, just run it up. Even if I ain't there, you should be there. Hey, in the words of Jeffrey, don't meet me there, beat me there. Whatever the fuck
Till
that
next
means.
week. We out. Peace.
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 Here's the tip. And this game is underway.
Laugh from my master.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Hell no. Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it. I put my heart in this, dog. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Looked me in my eye and they said, "We got this, Jameis." And I said, "We said, I said, are you strong?" They said, "I'm strong if you strong." And I said, "We strong then." After
James goes inside the flush and the foul.
And going back to Caruso, Mike, after that.
Hit in the air to center field. And